You're watching Allied Services Friday Night Rivals, presented by Dixon City Hyundai and Performance Kia.
Welcome inside Mountaineers Stadium. We're in the back mountain of Luzerne County. Tonight, it's the District 2 4A semifinal matchup between North Pocono from the Lackawanna Football Conference and from the Wyoming Valley Conference, the Dallas Mountaineers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Ide, and welcome to playoff football here on MyTV WQMY. Brendan Murphy will join us shortly on the sidelines, and in the booth with me tonight, Wilkes-Barre head coach Cyril Cinti and Honesdale head coach Paul Russick. And Cyril, you've been around coaching for a long time. What's the difference in intensity from the regular season to the playoffs?
Well, to be honest with you, they know you lose, you go home. So you have the finality that's there, so you're going to try a little bit harder. The effort's going to be there for 48 minutes tonight.
Let's go to Paul now. And Paul, unfortunately, your Honesdale team lost to North Pocono last week, and you were really impressed with their quarterback, William Soma, and he's our Toyota Spotlight player. What did you like about him?
You know, he's just your stereotypical best player on your team. He also plays the quarterback position. He did a phenomenal job making plays with his feet last week. He extended plays. He scrambled around. He avoided sacks, and he just did a great job getting the ball downfield to his playmakers at receiver.
How does Dallas stop him tonight?
They got to put pressure on him. I think, up front, they got to leave some linebackers back in zone coverage and hope that their down linemen make some plays on them.
Let's talk about the Mountaineers now. Cyril, you played them this year. Your team lost, unfortunately, to them. They can pass the ball with Jackson Wider, and they can run the ball with Parker Molesta. He's our other Toyota Spotlight player.
Parker's he's just been getting better every game. Okay, he's a 1,000-yard rusher. He runs downhill, and he's a 6-foot, 215-pound kid. So he's learning how to run, and believe me, he's a tough runner, and he also has some deceptive speed.
Absolutely. Hey, the weather's perfect here tonight. The rain has gone away. A little bit of fall temperatures in the air, but it should be all right. Let's check in now with the weather with Allie Debicki from the Fox 56 News. First at 10.
Good evening, everybody. Here is your Friday Night Rivals forecast for North Pocono at Dallas. It is a full touchdown, folks. We have clear sky and are expecting it to stay that way as we head through game time. Just remember, we did track that cold front earlier today. All of that rain pushed through. We're not going to be dealing with that tonight. All we're going to see is the temperatures fall. We're going to be into the 40s for kickoff and then in the mid-40s come halftime. As we head towards your weekend forecast, it is going to remain chilly. We'll talk all about that and what's to be expected come halftime. Stay with us for that update. Otherwise, we're sending it over to the field.
The last time these two teams met, the Mountaineers won by 7. That was in the district playoffs in 2009. It's North Pocono and Dallas in the District 2 4A semifinal next.
You're watching Allied Services Friday Night Rivals, presented by Dixon City Hyundai and Performance Kia.
Here come the Trojans looking for win number 10 on the season and looking for win number 9, the Dallas Mountaineers. We are back at Mountaineers Stadium. Crowd has filed in. They are all bundled up, and we are ready for the District 2 4A championship. And folks, don't worry, if it looks like the same team out there in different uniforms, it might be exactly that. Let's go down to Brendan Murphy with more on that.
Yeah, you're right, Bob. We're going to see two very similar offensive styles in this one. You may say that you'd be looking a bit into a mirror for both of these teams. They both run their offense out of the I formation. Going to see a lot of power runs, a lot of counters, a lot of play action passes. It's going to be fun to watch. Both of these teams want to be physical, but nobody knows that better than Dallas coach Rich Manello. He's stressed all season long that he wants his team to play physical and out-tough the team on the other side. As he'll say, it's time to put your big boy pants on and win a tough game tonight. But as for North Pocono, their kicker Jordan Carr has 28 touchbacks this season. That's unbelievable, and he's going to really try to pin this Mountaineers team deep to start this game. We'll have to see if he does. Bob?
Thank you, Brendan. And North Pocono won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so we will see Jordan Carr and Coach Russick. How much of a weapon is this kicker for North Pocono?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a kicker who can put the ball in the end zone every kickoff, it's huge for your field position, and he does a great job with that.
Armando and Pacheski are deep to receive right at the goal line. We're set to get this District 2 4A championship underway on a beautiful night for high school football in the back mountain. Carr has it teed up. And we are underway. Deep kick. And a touchback, and Dallas will have it back out at the 20-yard line. So we'll see Jackson Wydra. He's the quarterback tonight. He's 6'1", 195-pound senior. He's thrown for 1,600 yards and just 3 interceptions, Coach Cindy.
Yeah, again, he's a first-year senior, but he's not playing like it. He's just getting better as the season's going on. And again, he's really becoming a team leader with this offense. Very pinpoint accuracy, and he's got some nice weapons to throw to.
This offense comes in averaging around 30 points per game. Very even. 150 rushing, 161 through the air. And we'll have to see what North Pocono brings to them. They give up only 7.2 points per game. So this is the matchup we want to see. Wycher's going to throw on his first pass, and it's complete on the far side. That's up to Joe Peters, and it's a figure law first down.
Yeah, it was just a nice waggle play. They have 3 zones here, a short guy, the fullback, tight end coming across, and they got a deep guy. So they have all 3 zones covered.
Peters, a junior, 25 catches on the year, add 26 into that. North Pocono coach Dolan compared seeing Dallas to meeting up with Delaware Valley, a team they lost to just a couple weeks ago. Handoff to Geske, and we have our first flag of the night. Our referee will be Greg Zumchak out of the Wyoming Valley Conference, and it's holding against the Mountaineers.
Yeah, they just ran a wide zone play there, and again, I guess the tackle must have got on the end a little bit too much, so good call. I mean, but usually in playoff situations, they let him play a little bit more, so we'll see how this...
on the offense, 59.
Defensively, Coach Russick, what do the Trojans bring?
I mean, they're going to be pretty sound defensively. They're going to run their even front. They're not going to blitz a whole lot, and they forced a ton of turnovers. So that's usually how they made a living this season.
So it backs them up to about the 21-yard line. Holding call on just the second play of the game. 1 pass, 1 run, and now Coach Manellos speaking with the referee about something on the sidelines. Maybe the clock, or where the penalty happened. Anybody see?
No, I didn't. It was right at the line of scrimmage, so
yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where, but it was right at the line of scrimmage.
So it is a split crew tonight between the Lackawanna Football Conference and Wyoming Valley Conference. We'll show you the referees in just a minute. Dallas coming off a win last week over Pittston area for the second time this season, 35-12. Started slow in that game. Wydra's back. Here comes the rush. Tucks it and is taken down from behind by number 2, Michael Blaine. So let's take a look at the offense for the Dallas Mountaineers, brought to you by Dixon City Hyundai. Balesta and Geske will be in the backfield. Some very good wide receivers. Armando, 35 catches on the year. Pacheski's an outstanding sophomore, 27 catches. And this is the guys up front. Put your big boy pants on, as Coach Manello says. Not very big up front, Coach, but, you know, they get the job done.
They do. They get on people, and they're very disciplined.
Inside handoff. North Pocono's right there to make the stop. Good stop on the inside by Ty LaFave.
Yeah, it looks like North Pocono jumped an odd front there. They had someone over the nose, and just a good solid play up front by the middle linebacker. You
think North Pocono's a little bit bigger up front compared to Dallas?
Just a little bit. Again, just like Coach said, they're physical. They're not huge, but they get off the ball and they play discipline.
So a big 3rd and long. Wydra back down the middle to his tight end, and it's broken up by Soma, the safety, and Dallas will be forced to punt.
Yeah, they ran, looks like verts, all verticals on this, and he did nice, what do you call it, made a really nice play. The linebacker dropped back pretty well and did a really nice job.
So Pacheski's the punter. He averages 38 yards. Good snap. High kick. Didn't take off as much as he had wanted, so North Pocono will get excellent field position to begin their first possession inside Mountaineer territory, right around the 41-yard line. So William Soma is the quarterback. We talked about him in pregame. Here are his numbers on the year: over 1,000 yards. And Coach Russick, just 2 interceptions. That's outstanding.
Yeah, he just, like I said, in the pregame, he just does a great job of extending plays. He moves well in the pocket. He scrambles well. He avoids sacks, and he gets the ball downfield when it's needed.
So we talked about Jordan Carr and the kicks, and he put one back, and Dallas was unable to get it back out. Here's a flea flicker. Soma deep to the end zone. Touchdown. Dan Smith took it in for a U.S. Army touchdown, 41 yards on the first play of possession for the Trojans.
Yeah, just, your simple flea flicker here to start the game. I mean, nerves are going in a playoff game, and North Pocono takes a great advantage of great field position, puts the ball downfield, and they got 6.
That's something we really didn't see Dallas. Dallas normally would, be very well, have this down locked, but they really didn't. They got sucked inside, and hey, give them all the credit to North Pocono.
Carr's kick is up and good. 10:07 remaining in the first. 7-0 North Pocono. We'll be right back on my TV. Oh, what a great start if you're a Trojan fan. First play of their possession, flea flicker, touchdown. They lead Dallas 7-0, and it's all set up by Jordan Carr. 28 touchbacks on the year. Dallas had it at the 20, and they were unable to do anything with it.
Yeah, they were. They had a real nice play in first down play action pass, nice flood pattern, and after that they kind of went backwards, a holding call, and then there you go. Like you said, those lost yards. You did a short punt, and they gave a short field to North Pocono.
Chesky and Armando back at the goal line again. They'll take it from about the 2. This is Pacheski. He has good speed. And special teams on the coverage one more time up to the 22-yard line. We're going to take a look at Coach at the touchdown once again. What did you see, either one of you?
Yeah, I mean, up front they did a great job of blocking. At the high school level, running a flea flicker, you really need to depend on your sending your guards to hold the front, and they did a great job. Pushing the ball downfield, big play to start the game.
When you have a kicker like Carr, you have to go either 80 yards or that's tough to do in high school football, isn't it?
Field position's huge. You can only have so much time to practice special teams, and if you just watch the last play, the kicker made the play. He runs downfield.
The bad punt, and like you said, the bad punt, and then the good kickoff, and that's the difference. 7-0.
Weidra's pass goes incomplete. Couldn't tell if it was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Didn't really get a number. Might have been Brendan Carney, number 62, coming in, who batted that one down. It goes incomplete.
That's just another good thing North Pocono has done all season, getting their hands up in passing situations.
5 shutouts on the year for this North Pocono defense, and early on we're seeing why. Very physical up front, just a couple more yards on that will bring up 3rd down. Let's check in now with the Trojans defense, brought to you by Dixon City Hyundai, Brinkman, Carney, and Brzekia up front. 42 tackles for the senior on the outside. The linebackers are very active. 57 tackles for Isley, but LaFave in the middle has 24 solo tackles and 7 for a loss. And Soma, the strong safety, really the key out there. Noah West getting the start as Riley Moore is hurt. He's a sophomore. That's at the cornerback position. So play action pass again. In and out of the hands of Peters on the far side, brings up 4th down again.
Again, I mean, it was a nice play. They had a good separation, good protection up front. Just a little bit overthrown, but he could. I've seen that guy catch the ball like that. So, tough play though.
North Pocono knows how to block punts, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, and you saw it the first time around. They do a great job in special teams, and they've blocked a lot of punts in the season, and you can tell they're going after it again here.
Couple on you, I think, in your first meeting.
Yes, they have.
Low snap. Here comes the rush. Just a high kick. Should get excellent field position again for the Trojans inside Mountaineer territory, and that is huge. So time now to check out our performance keys to the game for North Pocono, Coach.
Yeah, they want to limit the explosive plays, and they want to get the ball to playmakers, and that's certainly what we saw that first drive. Quarterback and their wide receivers were their playmakers.
And with Dallas, I mean, they wanted to sustain the drives, but having to go 80 yards, and saw the first two possessions and getting bad kicks, not bad kicks, but short kicks, and that's the difference.
Does a play like that for Dallas now put them on their heels a little bit, not knowing what's going to happen? They don't know what they're going to see.
Coach, he doesn't stray much from his game plan. They'll be similar. Like I said, there's a nice play there on defense.
Good defensive play on Soma. Good tackle on the inside by Kirkutsky.
It's an uncharacteristic formation from Coach Dolan there.
Well, this is the time of year. Do you change a couple things, or you just go with what you brought?
Well, in this situation, everyone's seen everyone's films, basically. So they probably have 10 films on each other. So you want to give up different tendencies, and we all have tendencies. So you want to switch it up.
So a loss on the play. First handoff of the night to Blaine. He has good speed. He bounces to the outside, and he's up for a figure law. First down, gain of almost 28 yards near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, now they're back to their bread and butter there. That was just a simple counter play that, Coach Dolan has been running for a number of years and ran well all season, and, huge hole by the offensive line.
The old Redskin play, that's all it was, Kick out and fall up inside, get the linebacker. It was nice, well run.
Classic Northeastern Pennsylvania football as it gets.
Right there, absolutely.
About 23 yards for Blaine, who came into the game with 790 yards and 8 touchdowns on the year. Bounces a big one there. Here comes the blitz by Dallas off the run. Soma keeps. Quarterback with a blocker in front, and he's in for another U.S. Army touchdown for North Pocono.
A little more window dressing there, but again, that was just counter again. The old Redskin play, just out of the quarterback. They faked the sweep to the left, counter to the right, and again, Soma's he's a good player. He makes you guys miss.
Uncharacteristic. There's one missed tackle, two. I mean, Dallas all year they've been very good tacklers, and that was very uncharacteristic.
And you can't say really experience on either side. They've both been around. They have some young players, some seniors. Carr's kick is up and good, and suddenly 2 first-quarter touchdowns, 2 possessions for the Trojans with 8:05 remaining. It's 14-0. Here, let's look at it again.
Yeah, again, it's the guard tackle counter. It's set up by great field position again by North Pocono. Again, you can't. That's two possessions in a row there on their side of the 50-yard line, which is huge.
Oh, absolutely. And, again, that's just a heck of a run. We scrimmaged Blaine. We scrimmaged North Pocono early in the season. That's one thing that really stood out. He makes guys miss and bounce off, and he's a very good runner. Keeps his feet going.
Just 2 losses on the year for North Pocono. An early season loss to Western Wayne, and a loss later in the year to Del Val, 12-6. That's all they have for Coach Dolan's team. His 10th season under North Pocono. Coached for a long time with Coach Henzis, his father-in-law, with the Dunmore Bucks.
Yep, that's a nice resume.
Yeah.
Pedigree there, right?
But Coach Dolan, he loves football, and he's got the personality and drive, that makes a great coach.
He is an outstanding coach, and I'd say just like Coach Manillo is. And again, like I said, he's from Wyoming area, so he has ties down here in the valley. So just a great coach. I mean, we love scrimmaging against him because it's going to be a great hit. So.
Well, the winner of tonight's game gets the winner of Berwick and Valley View. They're scoreless in the first quarter up in the Cougars' den up in Peckville. So Carr, another deep kick, and It's going to be another touchback into the end zone, so another 80 yards. And what is Dallas? What do you see from Dallas? What do you want to see from them as we take a look at both coaches here tonight?
I'd like to see them get back to where they were before. I mean, their bread and butter now is a play-action pass, so see if they come back to this on first down and get a little misdirection, and then get the fullback out in the flat and get your zones, because they have guys open, just a matter of hitting them. So we'll see if he goes back to that.
Here's Coach Manello, also a longtime coach at Kings with the Mayor's Cup on My TV tomorrow. His 7th season here with this team. He took the team in 2019 all the way to the state finals. So back to the eye they go.
There's
Here's
outside
Balesta,
zone again.
yep.
It's a nice run.
So some positive yards for 5 for Balesta.
It's the same play as they ran before they got the holding call on. So it's a nice play, second and 5.
Soma there on the tackle, the senior.
That's something I love to see. You have a quarterback out there playing on defense, 2 hitting. So that's what I like to see. Tough kid.
Well, probably one of their better athletes on the field. And that's what you get out there. Back to the eye they go. Play action. Trying to go deep to Armando. He has a guy beat in and out of his hand. He being the sophomore down the field, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, it's a really nice. He just ran a streak, a fly pattern on him, and he just ran by him, and just didn't have enough to. Oh, it would have been a great catch. But I've seen him make that play 100 times, so I'm sure they'll come back to it.
Testing the new corner there, right? We started a new corner. Noah West there over the number 11 Riley Moore and testing downfield.
I'm sure you'll see that again. Armando's done that a lot this year for the Mountaineers. So 3rd and 5 facing Dallas. Only has 1 first down here tonight. Quick in to Pachevsky, up for a figure law first down, gain of about 15.
Nice slam pattern. I said his accuracy is great. Wide run. You just got to give the kid credit. Nice play here. Steps into the play. Nice slant. They cleared out underneath him, and it was wide open. Nice play.
Got the ball out of his hands real fast.
Yes.
Wider back, plenty of time. Back to Pachevsky against the sophomore. The sophomore comes up with the big play, knocks it down.
Yeah, they ran the same thing. They ran their spread offense, and they ran verts again. 4 wide, and then they go down, down the sidelines and down the middle of the field. And this, hopefully their guys make the play. But again, it was a good defensive play. He was right there, position.
Scranton Prep leads Mid-Valley 7-0. That's a District 2 AAA game. On the other side, Dunmore is beating Lackawanna Trail. That is the District 2 AA final. Back with the middle for Balesta. Some good power running past the 47.
Nice ISO play in the middle, 6 yards. So you got a 3rd and 4.
Couple good blocks up front too. What have you seen from Dallas?
Yeah, again, that's something that Dallas lives on right there. ISO right up front. And now you're starting to see them put a little bit of a drive together and get on the other side of the 50. Would be great for them.
They're catching their breath here, so that's a testament to their coaching staff. That's in this team all year.
North Pocono jumped out quick with 2 early touchdowns. They lead 14-0. Wider, a little into the flat to Geske. Geske has a figure law first down, and for the first time tonight, the Mountaineers are in Trojan territory down to 41.
Again, they slipped the fullback out in the flat. It's a really nice counter play. And they've done this all year, and this, like I said, they're one of their better butters. It's just like throwing doing a toss or something, a run play. It's the same thing, a little pitch and catch, and they move the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, last week when we played North Pocono, that was a play that we tried to live on with them, because we noticed with the corners and safeties biting on the play action.
Yep.
Dallas has something on the move. Another play action. A lot of time from the Pachevsky down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they had that snuffed out. North Pocono is nice defense around them, but Farrell, the tight end, was open on the outside, so I'm sure they'll come back to that. As you see, Farrell was open on on the outside.
Surprised to see Dallas throw so much?
No, because this year this is something that they've done differently than they've done in the past. They've mainly just run the ball. I mean, for the most part, and throw when they had to. This is a different offense, and he uses his skill the right way. And they have success. There's your
Back to
outside zone
Geske.
again.
Yep, Geske out, has some room. He's up for about 8 yards, so nice run from the freshman, Dylan Geske.
This is a great job getting the edge there, right outside. Looks like outside zone. They get the edge, and great positive play.
Oh, it's a great play. The tackle does a great job, reaching the end, and that's what kills you in any type of even front like that. If your offensive tackles reaching the end, he's got the corner. They run off the rest of the guys, and 8 yards, 7 yards. So
Dallas looks like they settled down a little bit. As you said, they caught their breath. Now they're back to their game. Up close to the line to gain is Geske. He's about a yard short, so bring up 4th down and 1. Trying to look for number 2 on the sidelines. I don't see Bolesta. Kind of surprised Geske's getting most of the carries.
I didn't see him either.
He's in there now.
Yeah,
because he's on the field.
He's getting the ball. So the eye, play action.
Nice.
He has Geske. Right services red zone to the 17-yard line, 15-yard gain for.
If I had to guess, everyone, Coach Manella was going to run the ball there.
It fooled us too up here, so that was a good call, and obviously fooled at North Pocono.
A nice drive they're putting together to really combat what they've seen. Nice catch by the freshman too under pressure.
Absolutely.
Wide open.
Absolutely.
A lot of guys would drop that. Back to the eye. There's Bolesta. Not much room there. He powers forward for about 4. That was a tough 4.
Back to the typical ISO play.
And you talked about Bolesta, his size. He's learning how to run through the pads. I think you mentioned the other day, right?
Absolutely. And again, like I said, running downhill. He's a big kid. Use his body, give his physical presence there, and his God-given ability to put that weight to good use. Going forward. So you have 2nd and 6 here. So they're in good position, good play action. Maybe on this play to mix them up a little bit. We'll see.
12th play of the drive. It started at their own 20. Pump fake to the middle. Armando on a slant. Figure law 1st down. 1st and goal. Dallas from the 3.
Yeah, this is a nice play again, like they ran on the other side. They clear with the inside guy and run a slant underneath. So it's a nice clearing pattern.
Good play calling too. Dallas is really doesn't know what. North Pocono doesn't know what's coming.
Yeah, they're jumping back and forth between a 4-man front and a 3-man front. You're starting to see them blitz a little bit more, and that time they guessed wrong.
Up the middle, and it's a touchdown. U.S. Army touchdown. Parker Bolesta gets Dallas on the board.
That's exactly what they needed there. A long drive, 80-yard drive, and this is just getting their confidence back and see what they can make a stop on defense now.
Just about 5 minutes off the clock. A 14-play drive, 80 yards. And Dallas on the board, ready to cut this lead in half from North Pocono. Chopiak with the extra point is up and through, and 3:16 remaining here in the first. 14-7. Here's the touchdown again.
Again, just an ISO play up the middle, and he did a nice job. They block down and out, and gets in the end zone, smells the end zone, and like you said, runs downhill, and that's what they should do on the 2-yard line. So good for them.
Great job up front, getting some movement on their defensive line.
Yes, it was. So now let's see. I know North Pocono probably will want to come right back now. So I know the Dallas kickers are very good too. So they do a nice job pinning guys like down here, like I said, a cage left here. They pin the guys back deep, and they do a really good job covering. So we'll see how that works out. Now it's all field position again.
Chopiak, the kicker, will tee it up at the 40. Too deep for North Pocono at the 8-yard line. Nice high kick. Taking about the 10-yard line.
Boy, oh boy.
And he
Oh boy.
breaks out.
Heck of a tackle.
Ashton Smith breaks out. Great field position for North Pocono right near midfield. Time now to take a look at the offense for the Trojans, brought to you by Dixon City Hyundai. We've talked about Soma. We saw Blaine with a nice rush. Isley, too. 90 carries on the year and 5 touchdowns. The wide receivers, again, they have a lot of speed. Smith with 16 touchdowns. Ashton Smith with 15 catches. And up front, Zach Atala getting the start at left guard tonight. He's just a sophomore. Back to the ground and back to Blaine, and he shoots through. Figure law first down. A 12-yard gain.
Just back to counter there, right? You know, that if it's working, you keep doing it.
Go back to success. That's a heck of a play. Good trap. Reach up inside with the opposite tackle, getting the inside linebacker. And Blaine is a heck of a runner, too. He is, I tell you, can't take nothing away from him. Lowers his shoulder, and he makes guys pay when they tackle him.
And that's something we picked up on film. You know, North Pocono, they're repeaters. Anytime you get a good play, they're going to keep running until you stop it.
Absolutely.
Looking left, Soma. Little quick by Dan Smith. Breaks a tackle. Another figure law first down. Gain of almost 13-yard line. And now North Pocono counters with a quick drive of their own.
Just a simple, quick hitch here. And this, again, something that North Pocono has done a great job on all season. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen in film number 4 break that tackle and score a touchdown. So that was a great job by Dallas of rallying and making the tackle there on him.
Nick Farrell with the tackle, and usual to see the Dallas Mountaineer team miss some tackles. Blaine, nice hole on that left side.
Counter again, a little bit different counter, but again, it's just a success. 5-6 yards again.
A lot of movement up front.
Yep.
You know, the North Pocono offensive line they're moving that defensive front of Dallas.
I mean, not big guys. Their biggest guys, their left tackle listed at 240. You know, the guards are about 180 and 240, 190 at center, so not giant guys, but you know, great technique.
They're just doing a great job moving their feet. You know, they're moving their feet and they're physical.
Quarterback draw, close to the line of the game. Soma up quick, will move the change. Another figure law first down. 5 on the play. 90 seconds left in this first quarter.
Again, just another one of those quarterback counters. I mean, Soma does a great job of finding the hole, hitting the hole, breaking tackles. Again, he's an athlete at the quarterback position.
This all set up with a good return up to midfield. Another short field for North Pocono. Inside the Allied Services red zone, let's give it to Isley, the fullback, and he walks in untouched for a U.S. Army touchdown of 13 yards.
Again, we talk about stereotypical Northeastern Pennsylvania plays, fullback trap right there.
Right.
You know, fullback trap, and you can kind of see it coming because the guard widened his split up a little bit, and fullback did a great job hitting the hole.
Yeah, we saw that same exact play in the scrimmage several times.
We saw it a lot. We saw it a lot.
And a nice pull by Zach Hoover, the number 50, the guard, to get that kickout block.
Quick hitter. It's a quick hitter, and did his job.
Yep, gut trap, and did a nice job.
Uncharacteristic
Yeah,
miss here.
Carr missed an extra point. He was perfect on the season coming in. And he missed that one, 20-7, 1:01 left in a very high-scoring first quarter. And in the other game, Valley View just scored, so they're beating Berwick 7-0 in the other District 2 4A semifinal. What changes do you want to see from Dallas, if any? maybe on defense and tackle, maybe?
Defense, just tackle a little bit better. I mean, but, listen, you have to, when they're going to be running a trap and the Redskins play, counter against you have to be aggressive on that first trap. If you're, it's just setting up, they're going to get to your linebacker, so they have to be a little bit more aggressive, maybe stunting a little bit more with the guards going. We'll see. Dallas does do that a lot. They will stun inside, so we'll see if they try to mix it up a little bit more, stunning and try to get in the backfield more before Blaine gets his motor going.
Yeah, that's one thing we noticed on film again. Moving up front was huge versus North Pocono. I haven't seen a whole lot of the Dallas yet today.
No, not at all. But I'm sure Coach will listen. You have 3 quarters left, so it's the snail here, or the turtle philosophy here. So he'll come back, I'm sure. The team will.
Scranton Prep winning their game 21-0 over Mid-Valley. Carr, another deep kick, and this one again, 28 coming in, and he's up to 31 touchbacks on the year. So let's check out the keys to the game, brought to you by Performance Kia, Coach Cinti, for the Mountaineers.
Well,
what do you see so far?
The first one they better get a lot better at, because they're not matching physicality with them. So that's the main thing, and we said that's something they had to do. And give North Pocono credit up front. They're doing it to them. So they have to match that physicality, and then the hidden yards. That's obvious. The punts, the short punts, and field position. So those 2 things they haven't done either one. So they have 3 quarters to figure it out.
Field possession has been huge for North Pocono so far.
Yep.
And all year it's been that way. Out of the backfield, Balesta. Tough 2 yards on the pass play. North Pocono right there to make the tackle. Ashton Smith.
Yeah, good job here. They sniffed out the screen. They're up front guys. They saw it. They rallied to it, and they limited the play to only about 3 or 4 yards. Could have been a bigger play.
Dallas does a really nice job on using the back coming from the opposite side and screening out away from where you started. So North Pocono, give them credit. They definitely sniffed that out.
Coach Manella has to go deep into the playbook tonight. Play action. Wider rolls. Nice soft pass. Figure Law first down on the far side to Peters, who pulls that one in.
And that's what you're talking about, the flood pattern. And, they've got all the short zone, middle zone, and wide zone, and puts some pressure on the defense. He does a nice job.
That's the 3rd or 4th time they've got them on that one. So you expect North Pocono to start making a little adjustment to that one soon. Yeah,
you got Coach Fahey, West Scranton coach, and Abington coach. He's over there on the defense, so he'll figure it out.
So the Trojans come in to hostile territory, and they score 20 points, and they lead the Mountaineers by 13 as we head to quarter number 2 here on Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back to Dallas. North Pocono leads at 20-7. We're getting set for the start of the second quarter. And we got a real treat for you. I'm joined by one of the best junior golfers in the state of Pennsylvania, Billy Papst Jr. Let me tell you something. This kid played in the U.S. Junior Am this year, and he is an outstanding player. What I want to ask you first is, what was that experience like, and how were you able to use it to prepare for your high school season?
It was incredible playing down there. I mean, playing with the best junior golfers from all over the world. You learn so much. I made a lot of new friends who are very, very good players, much better than myself. It was just a really, really fun experience, and learning so much from playing down there. It really, I carried some things over into my season. So it helped a lot.
You go to the state championship in York. You unfortunately fell in a playoff. What can you tell me about that experience, having been there and coming 6th the year before?
It was deflating to lead going into the back 9 both years and lose both times, but same 2 holes got me. It was just bad swings. That's it more than anything. So I know I have the ability. It's just when can I put it together for all 18 holes, not just 16?
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game. That's the way golf is, but you made a big commitment the other day, committed to Penn State. You're a big Penn State fan. Tell me about what that means to you.
I'm blessed. I'd like to thank Coach Nye and Coach Zaccardi for the opportunity and believing in me. And it's just been a dream of mine my whole life to go to Penn State, let alone play golf. I've been a huge fan of all their sports since as long as I can remember.
Well, Billy, thanks a lot. Good luck in the future, and we look forward to seeing you, hopefully in the U.S. Open one of these years.
Come on.
Bob, back to you.
Congratulations to Billy Papst from North Pocono, headed to Penn State to play Division I golf. And as you saw, a couple big plays for Dallas, including a big 36-yard pass. And now Dallas on the move. They have the ball in. Here's the long pass, Cosinti.
Yeah, this is our Armando. He's been doing this all year. Runs a nice corner pattern, breaks it like his post, and cuts it off and goes to the corner.
Inside the Allied Services red zone. Dallas trying to keep pace. Keski with a nice hole at the left side. Inside the 5, another figure law first down. First to goal, Mountaineers.
Great job getting the edge there, right? And you notice they're running away from the tight end.
Right.
You know, I think they figured it out that they do a great job of getting the edge there on number 35, and North Pocono looks a little outmanned out there.
And that tackle reaches the end, and then it's off the races. They did a nice job of lead blocker. And they're getting, like I said, I'll take the over in this game. There's no doubt about it. I know whoever has the ball last, I think is going to win this game.
A little surprised because both defenses
Yes.
were playing so good. Kind of surprised we're high scoring.
Absolutely. I think it was. We were both saying, Coach and I were both saying, we thought, you know, it'd be a 14-10 game or something like that. So very surprised.
40 to 40, 44 to 40. Big push by the line. Bolesta to the 1. Just physicality at its finest down on the line.
You're going to expect to see the same play here. There's no doubt they're going to go from this. I can foresee it. Same play.
Yep, again,
He's
with
short.
a little power.
Yep.
You know, guard pull there. He
They
powered
got
it
in.
in.
They
Yep.
say got in. Bolesta with a U.S. Army touchdown for the Mountaineers.
It was a great job by Dallas responding there.
Absolutely.
You
That
know,
was
back
huge.
against the wall there. You know, put a drive together was huge for them.
That's what they are. They won't quit. You know, neither team here. Like I said, this is going to be a great game, like we said it was going to be. So, right today, it might be the last team that gets the ball who's going to win this game.
Yeah, we talk about how tough it is to go 80 yards. Dallas made that look easy in 8 plays.
Yep.
And nothing fancy.
No.
You know, they ran what they did well, play action, and ran the ball well.
Right.
Chobiak in for another extra point. Is up, and it is good.
Stuck that
So
one
it's
in.
down to 6, 10:07 remaining in the second quarter into this first half. And Dallas has cut it down to a 6-point lead.
Well, Bobby asked before, like, what do you think they're going to do different? They're going to do something differently. And like I said, I know Coach a long time, Manello, and he just stuck to his bread and butter. And just like I said, Coach said they went 80 yards and, you know, just basic plays that they've been running all year. And that's their philosophy, and I give them a lot of credit for that.
I know we talked about it before, but I would have never guessed 34 points in total on the board right now with 10 minutes still left in the second quarter.
Not even close. Not
No,
even close.
and they're making it look easy too.
Yes.
It's not like it's a grind. I mean, they're using good balance on both sides.
Absolutely.
So in the other District 2 4A semifinal, Valley View has scored again. They lead Berwick 14-0. They are the top seed in the 4A bracket this year. Other scores, again, Mid-Valley losing to Scranton Prep. In the other AAA semifinal, Lakeland and Wyoming area, and a Wild one. It's 13-all in the second quarter.
And that's what you expect from that game, too. No doubt about it.
Smith from his 6. Good special teams down there. North Pocono will have it. Probably their worst field position here so far tonight, down to the 22-yard line. Allied Services is holding a job fair November 18th at our Meade Street facility. We are hiring for all positions and have generous sign-on bonuses. Allied Services is the region's leading provider of health care, and we want you to be fulfilled in your career. Bob-eyed Cyril Cinti, Paul Russick joining a great, entertaining first half here of District 2 4A semifinal football between Dallas and North Pocono. The winner taking on Valley View or Berwick. Play action from their quarterback, Soma. Almost picked off, trying to hit the tight end down the field. It's the sophomore who had it in his hands.
Again, something that Dallas has been doing really well versus North Pocono. Now North Pocono is trying to return the favor with some play action. And again, that's number 44 is a great player for them, and that's someone that they're constantly trying to get the corner route on. And that was a good play by their safety.
It's something you don't really see a lot from him. He underthrew him a little bit. He had a good pattern. He got behind the defense and just underthrew him a little bit.
Dallas with 39 tackles for a loss on the year. They need some of that now. Soma, the keeper, he has room. The athletic quarterback is up and through another figure law first down for a 13-yard gain.
Again, going back to that quarterback counter play that they really, really like. You could tell here they really did a good job of spreading Dallas out and giving them a small, 6-man box. And Soma again with a great tough run.
A tough run, absolutely. Like you said, ran spread offense and out of the shotgun, and it wasn't even a true zone read. It wasn't. He just, like you said, kicked him out, and he did a nice job. And got up the middle, and moved the sticks, as we say.
If you like offensive football, this is the game you want. North Pocono scored on every possession they've had in the first half. It's kind of like Big 12 football.
You're right about that.
Kind of surprising, though, considering both defenses coming in.
No, I would say this is very surprising, like you said. The coach said they were just down 7-0 going into half.
Ball start on the offense. Number 16.
Again, a little uncharacteristic here. North Pocono spreading them out, getting away from that I formation. So they definitely are seeing something they like versus Dallas, and I could kind of see what they're seeing here.
First penalty against the Trojans tonight. Dominic Bittinger, the center, has the ball. 4-man front. Soma again just trying to look for his block. Dallas is there. He's pulled down by a face mask. All kinds of flags coming in.
Again, and Dallas did a great job. That was a play that North Pocono has been hurting them on. They made it great stuff, but unfortunately, it looked like a horse collar there.
Was it a horse collar? Yeah. Well, that should cost Dallas some yards. Most likely a first down. Soma, he bounced right up, so good to see that, the quarterback coming back to his feet.
Personal foul, horse collar, defense number 16, 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Matt Jesse, the senior cornerback, coming up to make the stop, but unfortunately, let's take a look at it on the backside.
Yeah, again, Dallas did a great job of rallying to the football. It would have been a 5-yard loss. Instead, just unfortunately, kid makes a bad play there and grabs the wrong part of it.
Yeah, their D-line did a nice job, too. They stemmed a little bit over to that side, too, to the short field, to the boundary. Got an extra guy out there.
You can kind of see Dallas making the adjustment there. They're ready for it.
Remains first down, but just 2 yards to go. Back to Blaine. Picks up 3 and another figure law first down.
Back to the bread and butter there with the power play. That's a Coach Dolan staple.
Right.
Not a great play, but a good job getting the first down.
That's all you need, right?
Just enough push from the offensive line.
Right.
They're doing a nice job. It is a physical game between these two teams.
Wide splits here. See what they're going to do.
Soma tucks it, and he'll run it. Got about 9 yards before anyone in a blue uniform could touch the quarterback. He's going to gain 9, and they'll be inside Mountaineer territory.
Again, that's something we've seen him do a lot. Great job extending plays, scrambling. He tucks it, he runs, and 9 yards on first down. It's a great play.
Now it sets up their offense, whatever they want to do. They want to get the first down, try the run ball, or a nice time for play action here. Take that shot down the field. So we'll see if he does.
And I believe both coaches call the plays, don't they, on each side? I don't think, which is kind of neat to see.
Absolutely.
They run the offense. They know what they want to do. They come up, Dallas, in a big push, figure law first down, up to the 40-yard line. So another drive.
Yeah, 4 yards on a quarterback sneak, so that's a nice play.
Absolutely. Go to what success. That's good. You got a really good push there. Keep moving the pile.
Dallas's only losses this year, 2 teams in the playoffs. Valley View to begin the year, right here, 34-14, and they lost to Hazelton, 28-21. And Hazelton's playing Delaware Valley tonight in the 6A final. And it's 14-6 Warriors over the Cougars in the second quarter. Lane trying to get a block, and Dallas is there. Only a couple yards on that.
Yeah, they're 2 tights, and you see, they do a nice job. They try that trap again, and again, they stun it. That was a great kid, Jake Delgadio. I mean, this young man, he had a nice job. He shot the hole there. But this young man in our game last year, he got hurt, had very bad surgery on his leg, and he came back, rehabbed it, and I give that kid a heck of a lot of credit. Came back, and now he's playing this year, which a lot of guys would never even step on the field again. So that kid, I give a heck of a lot of credit to. He had the fortitude. He wanted to play and be part of a senior team, and he did. He's a good senior leader, and that play, kind of like he said, he snuffed it out. They pulled the guard. He followed in his pocket and made a nice play.
Yeah, he came in with 92 total tackles on the year, and he only has 102 in his career. You can see he's making everything from the senior season. Great timeout. So here's what the Trojans faced through the season. Again, a couple losses in there, a couple wins over the Honesdale team. And your alma mater, Pittston area, too, they beat.
Yeah,
so tough year for you.
Pretty familiar with them, I'm proud of my guys. Last week we definitely improved from the first time we played them, and we hung with them tight.
What did you see from the Lackawanna Football Conference this year?
From top to bottom, I don't know. I don't know how Coach feels about the Wyoming Valley Conference, but I know in the division that we played in, Strand Prep and Valley View have had a tremendous season. Western Wayne, without a few injuries, probably would be in the conversation too as well. And Del Val is Del Val, and obviously we know what Old Forge is like, and the Lackawanna Football Conference, it's a good conference.
Absolutely, that's in and out. Like you said, from top to bottom. You're going to play some teams up in Lackawanna County, and you better ready to play. That's all I got to say, because they'll give it to you real hard. But that's a very good conference, up top to bottom.
Lakeland leads Wyoming area 19-13 in the second quarter.
We're starting to see Dallas make a lot of really good adjustments to plays that North Pocono was hurting them on.
They said that's the outside linebacker came out hard on him, came down the line and did a really nice job. Balesta, actually D-end. I'm sorry, he's a D-end. Balesta.
You gotta love when your running back plays D-end.
That too, right? They're playing both ways. Hey, these guys, like I said, there's no tomorrow. They have to play for tonight, and they're giving it their all. Whoever's out there is going to play.
A rare third down opportunity for Dallas to get off the field. Soma back, plenty of time, looking. Good coverage down the field. He throws it into the ground. Dallas holds. Let's see Coach Dolan wants to do. If he wants to bring in his punter, which is Carr, and maybe pin them deep. Or if he'll go for it on fourth down.
Again, that's one of those plays that Soma made a week ago. On his feet, scrambles a little bit. We saw him all season kind of do this, and looks like he had a bad grip on the ball there.
Yeah, that just slipped out of his hands. He had a nice job. If he set his feet, he would have had it. Like Coach said, I think it just slipped out of his hand.
Yeah. Crowd has come alive here, too, finally.
Yeah.
Great crowd tonight.
Yeah.
They can sense a fourth down coming up. Dallas needs a stop. They trail by 6. They were losing 14-0 at one point. And we have a timeout called. Yep. Coach Dolan on the far side calls timeout. 5:43 remaining. We'll catch this fourth down on the other side here from the back mountain. We're in the booth somewhere. We're down on the end in the dark side. Towards the right. Cyril Cinti from Wilkes-Barre area, Paul Russick from Honesdale, enjoying a very entertaining first half here of the District 2 4A semifinal.
Absolutely, and it's a great crowd, like Coach said before, and both sides are filled, which is nice to see.
Nice to see the students come all the way down from North Pocono as well. Real cool.
Absolutely.
So Dallas an opportunity to get the ball back and make their first stop of the half on the Trojans.
And keep your eye on number 44 here. That's their guy when they need a big play.
Four-man rush, plenty of time for Soma.
He's got a lot of
His legs
room.
are going to get it.
Yep.
And maybe a little more Cuba with the tackle, but not after a 10-yard gain. A figure law first down for North Pocono.
Yeah, again, another great job making plays. Your best players got to make big plays and big time moments, and that's exactly what he did there.
He keeps his feet moving. It's just nice, really nice to see. He does. It's a great job. Puts his shoulder down, and hey, I love that.
Not afraid of contact.
Absolutely, I love it.
If you're Dallas, are you going to start blitzing more? Do you need to get more pressure on him?
I think that's what they've been doing, just stopping some of those run plays. They've been using as soon as the guards are going, the linebackers are filling the holes there. So we'll see. Here they come again.
Yep,
both
there's
backers.
The run blitz, yeah. So they get Blaine behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 on the play. Delgadio right there, along with Jesse on the stop.
Again, that counter play that North Pocono's had so much success with early is now Dallas is starting to, funnel up there. And
they sniffed it out. We'll see if they try to get a little play action here too on them.
It's a pretty long drive here by North Pocono as well. Take a lot of time off the clock.
10:02. They got the ball with just about 10 minutes on the clock. It's already at the 4:30 mark, and this drive started at their own 20-yard line. Little pitch.
Great job stringing it out. Dallas came up, strung it out. 2-yard gain. It started long.
Palesta on the stop.
You preach to your kids, you get 11 hats to the ball, and Dallas has got 11 hats to the ball. Rallying.
Blaine had a good year. 12 against Tunkhannock. He only had 12 carries, 152 yards. That was a game seen right here on my TV. It's at half of the Valley View game, and it's the Cougars over the Bulldogs, 14-0. If you're keeping track at home, winner of this game meets the winner of that game next week. So 3rd down again. Just a little quarterback sneak.
Great feet.
Yeah, comes through.
Great vision there. Right?
Inside the Allied Services red zone to the 9. Great call.
Yep, absolutely. This kid just keeps his feet going. Boom, cut there. Another cut, puts his head down. Nice.
Again, just another variation of Coach Dolan's favorite play, power, but just with the quarterback.
Yep. Q power.
Well, every punch Dallas throws in a counter, North Pocono comes right back, don't they?
Yep, absolutely. It's a heavyweight fight here. So it is.
Again, number 12 making a lot of good plays here.
And no turnovers yet. Dallas blitzes. Blaine through. Dives forward to the 2.
It's a great job by North Pocono picking up the blitz there. Again, just simple power, and Blaine found the hole there, and good positive run.
As coaches, sometimes we should simplify it more than what we do. All that was everyone blocked down, guy kicked out, and up in the B gap. So that's a simple play. It's been run forever, and it's successful.
From the 3 to the power eye. The fullback, Isley. He is in for his 2nd U.S. Army touchdown of the night for North Pocono.
I'm not sure about the Wine Valley Conference, Coach, but in the Lackawanna League, I've seen that play from a bunch of different teams, giving it to the old fullback, power back on a sweep there instead of giving it into your halfback out of the power eye formation.
Right? No, exactly. So your keys and your good pressure off the side.
Yeah, Carr's kick is up and good. It's back to a 13-point lead. So for the 2nd time tonight, the team has gone 80 yards in 14 plays. And just about 10 minutes left, so almost 7.5 minutes off the clock.
That's kind of what North Pocono needed to do there. They needed to extend drives, get first downs and take some time off the clock. That's more what we've seen from them all year long versus the first quarter.
Right. No, you're right.
Hey, Brendan, do we have any smiling faces down there? Dr. Todd wants to see them.
Yeah, Dr. Todd Smile came down here with the Dallas student section. They may not have liked that last touchdown by North Pocono, but I can tell they're trying to get this Dallas team back in this game. Let's see it, guys.
Good to see the student sections here on both sides, well represented with the theme. I love the themes now. Everybody has a theme. Every week there's a theme. You guys notice that from the sidelines, from the kids?
I love it. That was something you didn't get last year, and this year is something I know in Honesdale that I really challenged our students to kind of get out there. And I think social media has been huge with the kids now doing those kind of things, and it's fun to watch and see.
Yeah, it's great. Gets a camaraderie and get the school spirit, and that's what we need more of, believe me.
Yeah, this
Some
one's
places makes a
returnable.
difference.
No one, as Coach Russick pointed out, no one blocks the kicker. Guess who made the first hit? The kicker. But breaking out is Pachevsky. He has some speed. Pachevsky down to the 30-yard line, caught from behind, a huge return by the Mountaineers.
Talk about momentum shift there, right? They needed a big play. Again, like you said, no one ever blocks the kicker.
You said, not me. You told me.
That's something that we've seen on film from them. Like, nobody blocks their kicker, and he makes plays, and they did a great job breaking a tackle, making some misses, and it's a great field position now for Dallas.
And it's big. I was going to ask, how big is this possession? North Pocono gets the ball to begin the third quarter.
Right.
So if you're Dallas, you almost have to keep pace, don't you?
Keep pace with them, absolutely. You got blow for blow here, punch for punch, and they're doing it here. Let's see what North Pocono could do.
Not a lot of time on the clock either.
Yep.
I think they have 2 timeouts left. Yep. It feels like Dallas's offense has not been on the field at all, especially after that long drive. But a 5-yard gain for Molesta.
And Dallas going back to plays that have been working. Right. That's, again, repeating plays that we've seen them do well with. Yeah,
they reached the end with their tackle, and I thought if he even broke it out again even more, he'd try to cut back a little bit. If he broke it out to the sideline, I think he would have still be running. But we'll see.
You need to get points if you're Dallas before halftime, especially after a return like that. Roger looking to his right.
Oh, boy.
And it is picked off the hands of Pachevsky and into the hands of Soma. Another turnover for North Pocono.
Great adjustment. Just great reaction here. They run, it looks like a double slant out here wide, a skinny slant and then one behind it. And guy just made a great, the old tip drill, as we all do with our secondary. Tip the ball up and next guy gets it.
Soma finds the ball in defense. That's his 6th interception of the year. And, we've seen a lot of that from them as well. And it's a great play by him.
And Noah West got the start as a sophomore. He was right there. He had great coverage on Pachevsky.
Absolutely.
Again, momentum shift, right? They were just driving.
North Pocono came into this game and a nice run by Blaine.
No, they caught him. Actually, did a nice job. Both inside linebackers crossed on it there on the inside linebacker. They both ran by it, so it was a nice. They got lucky here because both guys could not. They just missed them.
Figure law first down. What I was going to say, North Pocono came in plus 33 in turnover differential.
Yeah, that was the difference in all their games. And all the wins that they had, it was huge.
Well, I give Coach Fahey, like I said before, I mean, he's a great coach. I've known him a long time, and, he's come up on their staff, and he's done a really good job with them.
That's Brian Fahey, former West Scranton coach, now the defensive coordinator for the Trojans.
Again, nothing fancy defensively either.
No, just hard-nosed ball.
Pocono's just content to run it, but they're running it pretty well. Blaine puts his head down to Armando. Another figure law first down, gain of 11.
Again, just power, simple power play. He bounced it outside, and we got a first down.
Down, everyone blocked down, kicked out.
Is the North Pocono team that maybe some people slept on this year? I don't want to say like overlooked because you look at their schedule. They're in Division One, which wasn't that strong this year in Lackawanna Football Conference. People say, well, it might be a weaker schedule, but they're playing. They're proving tonight that maybe it wasn't.
No, they're on the road. They're coming up in a playoff game, and they're it's a great game. They're answering every punch that Dallas has thrown. They've countered it. So give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, like you said, I think a lot of attention was given to the Valley Views of the world, and not so much to North Pocono, and they are kind of under the radar here.
Yep.
Well, they're gonna go on the road, Coach, with a 13-point lead here in the back mountain. Dallas fans may be a bit stunned. Not used to seeing this team trailing at the half. It will be a 13-point deficit. North Pocono jumped out in this one 14-0. Dallas trying to keep pace, and Brendan Murphy's going to grab Coach Dolan as he goes off the field. And then coming up at the Toyota halftime report, we'll get to the news on a quick break. Then we'll talk to our friends at Allied Services and welcome in Hannah O'Reilly. And then coaches and I will be back to break down the first half from the booth. So as Brendan makes his way over to Coach Dolan, we'll have to see what Greg has to say about the way his team played in the first half. Brendan, what's Coach Dolan have to say about his team?
Well, Coach, you came out real quick on offense. Flea flicker, first play of the game. Take me through that play call.
Well, listen, we had great field position, you know, and we just trust our kids. Really, it's not the call, it's the players. It's a great protection, it's a great quarterback throw, and it's a wideout making a great catch. So not the call, it's our players.
Couple of big defensive stops to start right after that flea flicker. Take me through that.
Yeah, well, you know what? They got a great quarterback. I mean, and obviously, you know, we got to be ready to play him. So we got to run the ball, we got to control the clock and make plays. But their quarterback and their wideouts, and they got a great offense. So there's a lot of time left in this football game.
We got a lot of time left to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing that. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Bob, back to you.
So a high-scoring first half takes us into the locker room. It's the Trojans over the Mountaineers in the District 2 4A semifinal.
Welcome back. I am joined by Leslie Ritter. She is a doctor of physical therapy at Allied Services. Leslie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Now, can you walk me through what you do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so a physical therapist helps people move better and get back to their life. So I work with a variety of patients: spinal cord injury, stroke, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's. We also work with patients that have had hip and knee surgeries, shoulder surgeries, head trauma, and we really try to get them back to their daily life, doing activities as simple as walking, putting their shoes on, to more things like getting people back to work and getting back to enjoying their life.
Now, for you, what has been the most rewarding part about being a doctor of physical therapy?
So the most rewarding part is really seeing my patients improve. It's really just wonderful to see the improvements they make. They come in and they have all of these goals that they're very nervous to see if they can achieve, and just helping them problem solve and figure that out at the end is just amazing.
And what's been the best part for you working at Allied Services?
Well, I've worked for Allied Services for 25 years. And even as a student, when I was in physical therapy school, I worked as a summer aide. So I've been around here a long time. And I think that one of the most rewarding things is the people. We really, truly are like a family. And you get to meet people that have a ton of experience. So we're always learning, and we really do support each other.
Now, if somebody wanted to join the Allied Services family, are there jobs available right now?
Yes, we do, Hannah. We have a variety of jobs available, and we're always looking for great and dynamic people to join our team.
Well, Leslie, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
And if anybody wants to get a job at Allied Services, they can head to alliedservices.org/careers. We'll be right back.
We're back in Dallas, and the Mountaineers trail the Trojans in the District 2 4A semifinal by 13, 27-14 is the score. We bring it into the warm booth. We did turn the heat on. Cyril Cinti from Wilkes-Barre area and Paul Russick from Honesdale enjoying what we expected to be more of a defensive game. 41 total points. Everyone's kind of surprised at that, but North Pocono's looked impressive.
Right. Again, they have, right from the get-go, from the opening bell, you could say they've been coming out in guns blaring, and, you know, they've really been putting it to Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, they've had the recipe for success all year, forcing turnovers and field possession, right? At the end of the day, they have some good field position the whole first half.
Rich Manel, I know he's not going to be happy coming out of the half. His team maybe back on their heels a little bit, not knowing what North Pocono was going to do.
Yeah, surprisingly, I said, like, Dallas is usually well maintained, and, you know, they go steady all the time. But, you know, it was surprising at the end of the first half they had a chance to really, you know, get the score within one score, and you know, that turnover, that's the difference. Like you said. Coach said they had plus 35, I think you said, turnovers this year at North Pocono,
yeah.
And they just did it again. So give Dallas credit. They came right back, but then that one play turned the tile again.
Absolutely. North Pocono gets the ball at the end of the third quarter. They talk about that first possession in the second half being huge. It can't be any bigger tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if they could put a drive together like they did in the second quarter there, it's going to be very tough for Dallas to come back from 3 scores. But again, Coach Manella is a good coach. We know he's going to make some adjustments, and we know North Pocono is going to have to counter those, whatever they see.
Okay, we'll ask you what adjustments he'll make after we show the first half highlights. And again, North Pocono came out first play of the game. Guys, the trick play. Yep. The little back to the quarterback and a touchdown to Dan Smith.
Again, the flea flicker, great protection, and he threw right on. I mean, spot on.
Second possession, the quarterback does what he does.
Again, he's a great player, and he made some big plays all the first half, and he was huge. He's a difference maker.
Give credit to Dallas, though. They put a nice long drive together. Ballesta carries it in.
Again, all year they've been doing the same thing.
Again, North Pocono, they had good field position all that first half. Little fullback give, and that's it.
Of course, easy for them right there.
And Dallas tries to get something going through the air. Big pass to Armando. And then Ballesta again.
Same play, and again, a little power play, and then they score, and they run it back to one score. So it's going to be interesting. Coach Manello, believe me, we're going to see now what turnover is going to be the difference, I think, in this game. I know
this is the big play of the second half. Second quarter. Pajeski makes a great return, and it gives them field position inside the Trojans' 30-yard line.
Right, and that's what we thought. I said, geez, now they're going to turn it back. It's going to be a one-score game, and then, this unfortunately, guy makes a great defensive play and gets up for it. Right there, right spot.
Again, yeah, momentum. They killed all the momentum they had right then and there with that interception.
Okay, well, talk about the second half. On the other side, both teams coming back on the field. We're getting ready for the third quarter here in Dallas.
You're watching Allied Services Friday Night Rivals, presented by Dixon City Hyundai and Performance Kia.
We're back. There's Dallas, 180 total yards in that first half, 52 of that on the ground, and 8 first downs. On the other side, North Pocono, even with the short fields, they've outgained Dallas. They have 225 yards, 170 on the ground, and 14 first downs. And Coach Cinti, Coach Manello, you're down 13. Big possession now in the third quarter. What'd you tell your team at halftime?
Again, it starts right from the kickoff. Let's see. Let's set the tone. Let's get them down here, 3 and out. And let's get a good field position off a punt, and then just do what we do, and then you score. You're down one score. So that's what I would say. Kick it down deep. Have the special teams cover well. 3 and out, and get the ball back as soon as they can.
Okay, you play coach of Dallas now, Coach Russick, and what do you tell your team down?
I mean, again, Coach Dolan knows Coach Manella is going to make some great adjustments. I would be telling them some of those 2- and 3-yard gains are going to start turning into 20- and 30-yard gains if we keep moving our feet and hope to put one in here to start the half. That'd be a great way to get it going.
Now, I didn't ask you what Coach Dolan says because I think you just do what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
You're doing everything you want to be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
You just see what adjustments they make, maybe, and then adjust from there.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I hope that you can put one in here.
Chobiak with a deep kick to Smith from his 8-yard line.
Oh, boy.
And he makes a nice return. Good saving tackle almost. He almost broke it out just past the 31-yard line. So Will Soma back onto the field as Smith looks like he has an injured ankle. Oh, boy. A lot of injuries on that side for North Pocono. They have a couple linemen out. Of course.
I don't know if it's his foot he's grabbing here.
Yeah.
And what if he got stepped on or twisted it?
It didn't look good, let's just put it that way. So, North Pocono comes out, Soma leading the way as you might expect. Put up some big numbers this year, not only through the air, but he's doing it on the ground tonight. And we gave what we wanted to see, what the coaches were going to say to their team for Coach Manello. What did Coach Manello tell you, Brendan, about what he wants to see?
He had one big tell for this second half. They need to tackle better. And it's not that they were tackling poorly, because you could see that throughout the game, but they just weren't getting stops. The Trojans have had the ball 5 times. They've scored 4 times. And the last possession was with about a minute left in the first half. So Coach Manello wants his team to be a little more physical and make better tackles. They got to get a stop first here defensively if they want to have a chance to come back in this game. We'll have to wait and see. Bob?
So Ashton Smith, a big loss, wide receiver, and also has been playing some great defense for the Trojans, being helped off the field. Well, we hope he's okay. Doesn't look like he will return, so can the Trojans weather that storm? let's first see what Dallas can do to maybe get back in this game. North Pocono up 13 as we start the third quarter in the District 2. Flag already, and Dallas shoots in to make the stop on Soma.
It looks like, they had a replacement for the receiver there. It doesn't look like he was on the line of
He
scrimmage.
wasn't on the line yet.
That's a backup quarterback, I believe, who stepped in on defense.
Formation on the defense. 5 in the field. First down.
Again, Greg Zumchak, our referee tonight from the Wyoming Valley Conference. It's a split crew. Not a lot of flags in that first half. They've let them play.
And that, playoff atmosphere, that's what you're going to do. Let the boys play. It's week 12, so, they know what they're doing here.
Big Liam Burke comes in at fullback, number 33, 240-pound senior. He'll lead the way for Blaine in the eye. Go off with the lead block from Burke, and he's up for a nice gain. Almost 8 yards on first down.
Big hole up front from that offensive line. Again, they did something that Dallas was doing. They're running away from the tight end. Looks like a power play to the weak side. Again, something we've seen on film from them before. And again, it's a great way of making up for a loss on first down.
Absolutely.
And it looks like North Pocono is getting to that second level. They're taking
quick.
out Delgadio and Cuba, two of the great linebackers Dallas has.
Yeah, they are. I have to see if they were stunting on that or what. They just got blocked. I didn't notice on that, so let's see what they do here.
Yeah, usually we're calling Delgadio's name a lot.
All the time. There's your cross stunt there, and you got to play.
And the blitz comes in, and Soma shoots through. He's up inside Mountaineer territory of Figueroa. First down to the 45.
Yeah, the inside linebackers both crossed and came, and they basically picked it up. North Pocono's doing a really nice job picking the stunt up.
Again, third and short, put the ball in your best player's hands, playoff time, that's what you do.
That's what you do, right.
15 yards for Soma, and we talked about him as our spotlight player, and there you see why. He's had his hand in almost every touchdown tonight for North Pocono.
And again, they're just, moving the sticks, taking time off the clock, which Dallas needs time. So let's see. I wish they could stop him here. They're going to try to stop him.
And coming back to that power weak side.
Power weak side again.
Blaine left side, 6 yards. Nothing fancy from the Trojans. Again, Dolan with that Dunmore background. You see a lot from the Dunmore Bucks, don't you?
Yeah, and I guess I would assume that was probably what he saw at halftime there. They noticed something to that slot side, and they decided, you know what, we're going to go back to our bread and butter, the power play. And, and now Coach Manella is going to have to counter with something.
If they go back to that or shift over to away from that or be more a balanced defense. We'll see. Coming out two tights.
Again, they're just winning the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Close to the line. The gain is about a yard short. Off the bottle is Nick Farrell off the bottom of the pile. Makes the tackles. The third is short on the way.
And you have, again, now your safeties are starting to come up now, creeping up, so it'd be nice, maybe a nice time to try to pop one down the field. Since the safeties are really coming up hard on that play, they did a nice job filling in and making a nice stop. So we'll see. So you got everyone up here, a little sneak.
Yeah, Soma,
first down.
Soma through and he
going.
pops out. He almost broke it.
Number 33 there, the big fullback who plays a lot of D tackle, he helped him out a lot there.
That's Liam Burke, 240-pound senior. We talked about him.
Yeah, there's no more aiding the runner, I don't think, is there?
I don't think so.
No.
Pachevsky with the tackle, Delgadio on the bottom, and Dallas on their heels. Already trailing by 13, and North Pocono's eating up the clock here in the third.
North Pocono's doing a great job getting off the ball.
Yes, they are.
They are winning the line of scrimmage, and it's not really close right now.
They got a power eye here. Full house backfield. Oh boy, he got the corner.
Yeah, Blaine gets it through, cuts back, and he's going to be short by about 1 yard on that 1st and 10 play, gain of 9. And remember this, take a look at this one again.
Yeah, it's that weak side power again, just out of a little bit different formation.
They're getting on their blocks and staying on them, and then Blaine's just a very good runner. He's getting that second level. You know, he got second long, but knowing coach again, I keep saying, oh, let's see maybe if they try to pop one deep, but why screw with success?
Yep, right over the center. Soma, figure law first down to the 25.
And they're taking a lot of time off. That's 4 minutes already, almost.
That's almost like what Rich Manello would want to do with his team, right?
Absolutely.
Well, as we said before the game, they're mirror images. There's a lot more spread out than I thought they would have been, but now they're kind of getting into what they do best.
So after the Keystone College first down, on the move, the Trojans started this drive at their own 32-yard line. Till the fullback Isley, and good stop by Dallas. Balesta in there with Cuba.
Went back to that trap play they had success with earlier, and looked like the Dallas defensive line played that one way better. They didn't.
Real nice little gut trap, and they did a great job reading that trap and ripping across the center's block, and did a great job.
North Pocono opened their first possession of the first quarter after they stopped Dallas with a flea flicker. It's went for a touchdown, and ever since then they've owned this game. They scored 14 unanswered in the first. Trying to up their lead. The Blaine cuts back, shoots through. A U.S. Army touchdown for the Trojans.
Great job. Absolutely outstanding. Got on their blocks, came back, trap, ran up inside. Second level. Good cut.
A little running back sweep there. A little different version of some of those old Dunmore plays that they've run.
You're right.
Out of the gun.
Did a nice job. Good quick feet. Kept them going. North and south. Put your foot in the ground, north and south, and he scored.
Carr in, another extra point. This one is good, and lead for this. No one, right? I mean,
no, absolutely not. I was 14-10 this game, so there you go.
Yeah, never would have thought 34-14.
Yeah, 68-yard drive, only 8 plays. Boy, just over 5 minutes off the clock, and Dallas is really in a hole now, to say the least. They haven't been down like this since the Hazleton game, and that one they fought back. I mean, Valley View's the only one at the beginning of the season that won by 20.
Right. Well, Dallas is not going to listen. They're not going to fold here.
Nope.
Again, they've thrown the ball well all year, and that's their bread and butter. Again, I mean, they'll come back and throw the ball, and I'm sure they're going to have some success here. So I know Coach Manello will use his skilled kids to, start spreading the field a little bit more and lengthening the field and taking his shots downfield. So. I'm sure he will.
I bet Dallas can score, but can they stop North Pocono? That's the question.
That's a question,
right? Well, that's what we looked at in the first possession.
Yep, absolutely.
It hasn't seemed that way, and I think this might get Dallas out of some of their game plan stuff. They're not going to be able to be as much play action or running downhill. They're going to have to take to the air down 3 scores.
Yep. And we'll see how North Pocono is going to adjust to it too.
So the big weapon here is Carr. Again, if he goes short, he might make the tackle. He goes long, it's a touchback. Huge weapon for this team. Gets his leg into it. This one will be a touchback.
Yep.
And another 80 yards if Dallas wants to put a touchdown up. So what have the faced? 2 losses on the year. Both of those teams they lost to are in the playoffs right now. Again, their Lake Lehman game was postponed. That's a big one back here, as we know. And
the old
unfortunately, the old shoe, and wasn't played for. But Hazleton is down by 1, trailing Del Val, and Valley View is up on Berwick 14-0 still in a battle up in Peckville. But, some good teams in there, including Crestwood, we thought maybe was surging at the end, but fell off.
Right. Oh, they did, yeah. They lost a lot of good seniors off their team, Crestwood, so they'll be back.
Oh, they're good and young, too.
Yep.
Quick out to Balesta. He's up for a quick 8.
Looks like Dallas is going to play a little more tempo, which is...
Yeah, no huddle, up tempo.
Again, this North Pocono team came in giving up only 7 points per game. They're going to be tough to score on. They give it up 14. Wager a little look right, came back left, throws it up, and
almost a great play.
Yeah, Pajewski almost made a super catch coming back for it. But great coverage downfield.
It was right there, and the kid, Pajewski just made a great play coming back to the ball. I mean, he almost made a spectacular play.
I mean, more games that you see from Dallas, these wide receivers are usually wide open. They're not wide. They're well covered tonight.
Yeah, that's I was going to just make that comment. They're well covered, just for one or two times throughout this game, but they're doing a really nice job. Now, it was a penalty. I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, I guess you missed that one. But again, when you're down 3 scores now, North Pocono is going to back off a little bit, and they're going to make it harder to throw those
long plays,
deep balls.
So the penalty, which we missed, sorry about that, to the 43. So first down for Dallas, break for them. Into the eye they go. Blitz from North Pocono. Wager's wide open if he wants to run. Instead, he goes over the middle and connects with his tight end, Farrell, who has a Keystone College first down inside Trojan territory down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it was a nice waggle series, and that's a tight end coming all the way across the field. His older brother was a heck of a tight end, too, at Dallas.
Yeah.
But that's a great play, great pitch and catch there.
And North Pocono jumped to looked like their dime or their nickel front there, their odd front. So they're backed off a little bit, especially in the pass.
Remember, Smith went out with an injury, so we have a couple replacements in that defensive backfield for North Pocono. Again, he's going to roll. He's going to throw it up the coverage.
Great
and
play.
Somehow the tight
Great
end,
catch.
Farrell, makes a fantastic catch. Keystone College first down to the 15-yard line. 24 on that.
Like we said, we knew they weren't going to lay down. They're going to come back and throw the ball. They have the skilled kids to do it. Nice play action. He throws it up here, and Farrell makes a great play. Outstanding.
Double coverage.
Double coverage, right. Stuck that one in there, but great play.
So Dallas again in the ring, going toe-to-toe with North Pocono. Need to get back in this one. Trojans show blitz. They come. Balesta up through and down to the 10. And Brendan Ashton Smith was hurt. What report do you have on him for the North Pocono player?
Yeah, Bob, he went down on that opening kickoff of the second half, and it wasn't good. He's got a right foot injury, and they are saying he is going to be ruled out for the rest of this game. That's a big loss for the Trojans going forward. It's a big part of that offense receiving. It's going to be a big loss for them.
Also the junior on defense. Weiger, quick slant, hits Armando down to the 2. It's a Keystone College first down.
Like you said, that's a precise play. That's a great throw and a great catch. Great pitch and catch there.
Dallas with some tempo here, trying to get North Pocono in their odd front.
And outstanding coverage, too. You can't fault the coverage. The guy's right on him.
And Blaine was right there, and Coach Manello wanted to go quick. I don't know. He has to call timeout. 4:39 here in the third quarter. Maybe he didn't like something, because I thought you might get in there and get the ball and push it right through. Push it right through. Let's give some scores from around the area. We'll update the computer. We have a bunch of District 2 games going on, including Valley View beating Berwick 14-0 still. District 2 3A, third quarter, Lakeland leads Wyoming area by 5, 25-20. Scranton Prep is shutting out Mid-Valley in the third, 28-0. 04 just moving on in the PIAA Class A playoffs. They're winning 41-0. That is in the third, 41-6, excuse me, over Belmont Charter. Dunmore and Lackawanna Trail. The Lions lead the Bucks by 4 in the fourth quarter. And Delaware Valley's extended their lead over Hazleton area 21-13. That's the 6A final. Some scores from around the area. Back to first and goal for Dallas. Blaine left side, U.S. Army touchdown, nice. Mountaineers.
Nice play.
Great job by him, because that looked like it was going to be stuffed.
Yep, he did nice. Ran an ISO and then just made a little cut, a little stutter step left, and he found the hole. So nice job by there, and great answer. I mean, listen, they answered the bell like we said they were going to do, and give them credit.
6 plays, 80 yards. Again, nice quick drive. They went kind of. Some teams call NASCAR, go a little faster, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's working for them.
Again, give Dallas credit. 80-yard drive. Field possession's been huge.
Jopiak's kick is up and no good. So each kicker has missed an extra point, and the lead now for the Trojans, back down to 14. Still plenty of time in this game. One thing Dallas did is they didn't take a lot of time off the clock, did they?
They really didn't. So it was a great drive. And I said the quick tempo, give them credit for that. And, they responded. And they got down and scored, and now it's a game again. So we'll see. Again, see if they can do what they didn't do last time. Keep them down there 3 and out and get the ball back. So we'll see.
Yeah, it really seems like North Pocono's having their way with them.
Yeah, up front, they really have to stop because they're just running the power at them and then traps, and they have to do something to counter that. Dallas does. So we'll see if they can do it this time.
Only the fourth meeting between these two teams, and I would have safe to say it's most of the time in the playoffs. Both of these teams have had success, not only Eastern Conference playoffs, but also in District 2. Both have won championships, North Pocono in 2016, Dallas in 2019 with these coaches.
They're great programs, let's put it that way.
Onside kick, and
he got it back. Oh, yeah, he did it.
Dallas had it, and I think they gave it up. They coughed it up. LaFave over there.
Oh, gosh, he went right through his hands.
Yeah, it looks like number 58, Gallant.
And that was executed perfectly.
Perfect. 10 yards. Oh, what a play. That's a great play that kid made. Outstanding.
You saw everyone going to the one side, but Gallant, boy, just got a hand on it. So Coach Manello, roll the dice.
Hey, listen, like we said when we started, there's no tomorrow if you lose, so you got to leave it on the field.
Okay, can the Mountaineers make the stop? I think that's the question we're going to ask.
They're spreading a little bit more. Here comes inside linebacker. Great feet. This kid just doing a great job.
Breaks out into the secondary. Huge gain. Keystone College first down to the Mountaineers' 34-yard line.
He's just a kid I've seen get better and better on film each week. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, he had a broken collarbone or something like that coming into the season or through the summer. And
right.
He started off a little slowly throwing the ball, and now he can do both.
He's doing it with his feet, that's for sure. His feet, if you notice that in those replays, his feet don't stop. So it's a tribute to him. And again, the line's doing a great job. They're getting on bodies, and he's not getting touched till the second level.
This defense for Dallas gave up 343 yards on the ground this year. That's their highest. North Pocono's not close to that yet, but they keep running the ball. They are going to get pretty close to that mark for the year. Couple yards for Blaine.
And going back to another version of the counterplay that they've had success with, just a different way.
Going to take time off the clock now. Still in the third quarter. No turnovers for the Trojans. One in the first half for the Mountaineers.
I think Coach Dolan doing a good job here telling his quarterback to kind of slow it down.
So use the clock. Use it. Down to 7 seconds here on the clock. He's doing the right way. There's those feet.
Yeah.
First down.
He's patient.
Yes,
He
absolutely.
waits for the block, right?
And his feet are always moving, and he just waits for the hole and goes through.
Yeah, again, we said all night, nothing fancy, just physical.
That's it.
Physical to line of scrimmage, and he's making some really good plays.
And it's just man on man up front, right?
That's all it is.
You got to make the play.
Very
it's simple. a simple game.
You watch this the replay. There's linemen still 10 yards downfield on the pile. That's what you always coach or try to coach your kids to do, and they're doing it.
Well, North Pocono keeps throwing the haymakers, and Dallas keeps standing there like Rocky out there. But Dallas needs to come back. There's some movement up front from the Trojans. The only way North Pocono, I think, may lose it is if they self-destruct. I mean, right now, everything's on their side.
And I don't know when, Coach, when's the last time they threw a ball?
They haven't had. We keep saying here, are they gonna play action? I'm waiting all day because number 44 has caught so many passes on play action. They haven't done it yet.
They haven't done it. That's what I'm waiting for.
Keep your eye on that because I'm sure.
The safeties are creeping up now too, so they're making plays, and that's when you want to try to pop it. Now they're going to a spread offense here, so I'm sure they're going to run the ball again.
They haven't thrown it this half. Let's just put it that way.
There
Solman's just going to be in the shotgun and
there he goes.
find room, and he takes off.
First down.
Doesn't matter if it's 1st and 15 or 1st and 10. Soma picks up a Keystone College first down. 1st and goal inside the Allied Services red zone to the 8-yard line.
Again, just missing some tackles. You know, Coach Manila had mentioned, you know, we have to tackle better.
Yeah, tackle better, yeah.
You know, they were there.
Right. Use all time. 153 and running.
Again, good job of slowing down. Yep. Using all the clock.
They'll snap it with about 3 seconds, not even 6.
Blaine, right side, again into the secondary.
4-yard
Past those linebackers to the 4, yep, 2nd and goal. The most points Dallas gave up all year was game number 1, 34 to Valley View.
Again, you're just seeing a lot of the same plays. Quarterback power, running back power. Quarterback power, running back power, and they're doing a good job.
Absolutely.
There's Coach Dolan. Been around a long time, 10th season with this Trojan team. Does have a district championship. For the last 5 years, this team is 37-24. Blaine.
Oh, they're going to get a hold, I think.
Yeah, right there on the edge.
On the edge, yep.
Call the field is a touchdown, as Coach Cindy maybe wisely pointed out. We will have a hold. So this may cost North Pocono some points.
Anytime you run the power play outside, it's just, you know, it's something that's easy to call.
Easy to call. Right there, you're on the edge, so they've been reaching the end the whole time, and they did that time maybe got a little bit outside the pads, most likely.
So 2nd down and goal from the 12 now, so an opportunity for Dallas, even though there's 45 seconds left. They need to make the stop here. You saw the hold in there. Sideline warning, I think, going to go against North Pocono. Maybe Coach Dolan was down a little too far.
I think he's a little unhappy with that holding.
A little bit, yeah, yes. Yeah, a little bit of a disagreement on that call. We've been there, Coach,
you've never
right?
been there before, right?
Yeah, we've been there before, many times.
But now a chance for Dallas. They have to stop North Pocono. Okay, on 2nd down, Soma, they do.
And that'll probably take the quarter, right?
That's what I would do.
They don't have to run it out. They don't. I mean, 3-second differential in clocks. They'll run this clock down to the 4th quarter, and we'll head to quarter number 4 in this District 2 4A championship game, with the Trojans leading by 14 over Dallas. Back here in the back mountain, and yes, the student section looks a little stunned, not used to seeing this from this Dallas team this year. So on the flip side, we'll have the 4th quarter here on Friday Night Rivals. And the band played on, even though their team's losing. Dallas Mountaineer Band doing a nice job here tonight, supporting their Mountaineers, even though they trail by 14. We're into the 4th quarter. Bob Ide, Cyril Cinti, Paul Russick in the booth, Brendan Murphy on the sidelines here in this District 2 4A semifinal. 3rd and 9, 3rd and goal. Soma, left side.
It's a great play.
He broke out of a tackle, but just enough of a grip on the quarterback on the defensive side. I couldn't tell it was Sobolski or Kleintop. Let's see again. Here's the replay.
59.
Kleintop.
Yeah, Kleintop made a really nice play. Ran through that, got in the tail, got in the pocket, and made a nice play downfield.
Again, a play that North Pocono did well.
Yep.
You know, and they made the play when it mattered.
Yeah, well, this will be a 3-possession game if he makes it. Carr 6-6 on the season in field goals. He did miss an extra point. High snap, it's blocked. Flags come flying in.
Okay.
They're going to get him with the offsides.
Offsides, yep, or over the center, hitting the center, one of those deals.
Pachevsky has the ball, but
Did he
hold
jump?
the phone.
Let's see what
This
happens.
one's coming back.
No, we can't see it.
Yeah, that angle you can't see what the flag may be. Good job, guys. Might have been the center.
It came from the back, so I would say the official in the back. I'm going to say something with the center.
Look at it again. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there it is.
We missed it. Yep.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
in the truck.
first down. That's not.
Roughing the snapper. That's big.
Yeah.
That's very rarely called anymore, and it's a good call. Believe me.
It is.
It's a dangerous position, the center.
Roughing the snapper, number 33. That's half the distance to the goal. That results in automatic first down.
And I'll tell you what, that's something coaching-wise before, like a game when you're talking to the officials, that you say, hey, watch, they take on the center. That could very easily have been a pregame thing that when the officials ask, hey, what to look for, say, hey, Dallas, they go after my center, or whatever. They've gone after their center. So that could be one that.
Here we go. Light and slow here, Coach. They said 33.
Yes.
You hit the center.
His head is down. That's a good call. I think.
Again, not rarely called.
It's
very
rarely
said,
called.
That's something I would talk to the referee about.
You talk to the referee, say, hey, in the.
So if North Pocono needed more breaks, they get it on the first play. Isley easily steps in for a U.S. Army touchdown, and North Pocono took the 3 off, and they give him 6, maybe 7 more.
Yep. You know.
They ran this play a little bit earlier. Again, giving it to that power back on on a sweep. Again, that kills momentum there. You know, that penalty was huge.
Yep, huge. It's their ball. You know, now they give up a score. Now it's really tough. Put even more pressure on them.
So the extra point is up and through. 41 on the board. Another 21-point lead. 11-12 left in this game. Brendan Murphy is down with another smile cam. Brendan, where are you at? Oh, there you are.
I'm in right in front of you guys, actually, down with the Dallas cheerleaders, keeping this crowd entertained. They've done a great job all season long, some of the best in the business at getting this crowd nice and rowdy. And I think it's time to see it again. Go ahead, ladies.
Thank you, Brendan, and thank you, ladies. Not only it's the last game for football, it's the last game for the band. It's the last game for the cheerleaders.
Yes,
it's the last game for the student section.
Absolutely.
I mean, there is a finality, as you talked about, right?
Absolutely, the finality is here. But again, you have 11 minutes. Anything can happen. That's all I'm going to say.
There's nothing better than playing football, you know, around Thanksgiving.
That's right.
So.
In the other game, bringing it up 21-0 Valley View over Berwick. And now, remember this, Valley View and Berwick did not play this year, which is a rarity.
Right.
They usually play every year, so that was definitely pointed out. Carr's kick, going to be taken at the 1 by Armando. We haven't called his name a lot tonight. He's very fast and quick and shifty, and he comes up to the 27. Let's see now. Coach Manello goes back to the long passes. Remember, they almost worked in that first quarter.
Well, they did. They had guys open, like I said, overthrew a couple times, but and some drops. So I'm sure he will. A nice post corner pattern they ran before Armando ran. So they'll probably go something that they've done the verticals, 4 receivers going vert, and they've done the flood patterns too and waggles. So we'll see. I'm sure they're going to go back to what they've been doing all year. They're not going to vary it.
Just going to play a little bit more tempo.
Yep. They might go verts here. Let's see.
Wider.
Nope. They're doing it.
He's had a lot of time all
post,
deep.
Good
into
coverage.
Double coverage.
That could be offensive.
Yeah, the flag is coming out.
Yeah.
Referee just couldn't get out of his butt buckle quick enough, but definitely a push from behind on the Mountaineer player. Everyone saw it.
Yep. Everyone saw it. That's got to come back.
So a little frustration.
It didn't look like he was going to make in the defense of Dallas. It didn't look like anyone was going to make that play.
Right.
I agree with you, Coach. It's
and that's what you're telling the ref, right?
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it was overthrown.
Yeah, and the big scheme of things, that's he could keep that flag. There's no reason to throw it at this point.
Offensive pass interference. Number 3. That's a half distance to the goal. Still.
You can tell Coach Dolan really wanted that one.
Yeah, there he is. He's running down there with the band. I think he's leading the band there, Coach.
It might be.
Yeah, North Pocono does a good job. The band over there. They got the student section.
They keep it going.
They traveled well.
Yes, they did.
Coach Dolan is a high-energy guy. He might be leading the band right out the door here. Sidearm, and it's intercepted. Just thrown up for grabs.
It's just great coverage. Like Coach had nickel coverage in.
Yeah, just trying to push the ball downfield to make a play. And, unfortunately, I mean, North Pocono, they have no reason to do anything other than back off.
Correct. Let them catch in front of them, tackle them in bounds, and keep the clock going.
Danny Smith's first interception on the season. Look at it again.
Yeah, double coverage, just forcing it. You're trying to make a play. I always tell the guys there's no magical 21-point play out there.
Right.
You just got to take a little bit at a time.
So it looks like North Pocono's 10 minutes and 51 seconds away from meeting Valley View next week up at Valley View, unless something does happen. Blaine, again, a lot of room, shoots through. Keystone College first down to about the 30, 12 yards on that. And that's pretty much what we've seen all night long from this North Pocono offense.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they said, like you said, Bob, I don't think they threw the ball yet. And I would assume they're not going to, you probably won't see a throw the rest of the game from North Pocono.
Yeah, there's no reason to. And some of, like I said, some of those 3-yard power plays are now turning into 12 right there.
Right.
So again, they're just taking over.
Some of the crowd here on a chilly night starting to file out. Maybe a little bit too cold for them. If you're watching us, glad you could join us right here on Friday Night Rivals playoff action.
A little gut trap, 2 yards, but they're trying to rip the ball out now, just trying to get a turnover. And again, they're doing a nice job with the clock management, trying to wear it down again.
Scranton Prep leading Mid-Valley 42-0 in the fourth quarter. So it looks like they will host the District 2 AAA finals next week. Who they will play? Well, Lakeland still leads Wyoming area 32-28 in the third quarter.
Wow.
So shootout there.
Just like the first game they had. Same thing.
Sounds like a good game.
Lane.
Kid does a great job. Again, like you said, just puts his foot in the ground, north and south. You can't coach it any better than that, and he does it.
Keystone College first down to the 20. I almost think I have to look, but North Pocono scored all but one possession of this game, right?
Yep.
I mean, every time they have the ball.
Yep.
It was only, and I think it was the end of the half.
Right. You're right. I think you're right. Honestly, I'm positive you're right.
So, a team that, I don't think will be favored against Valley View, but is going to put up a fight. I mean, what we see tonight.
Certainly going to have a lot of confidence, after the performance they've had right now.
You see a smart kid. He's going to stay in bounds.
Yep. Flag comes in. Kind of think a hold on Isley there, number 1, in the backfield. So this the only way to slow down North Pocono tonight.
Yeah, right there on the edge.
Hold on. Holding, offense number 1. 10 yards from the spot, still first down.
In the 6A final, Delaware Valley leads by 8 over Hazleton. And you played Hazleton this year, right?
Yeah,
so, nice job by them coming back the last couple of years.
They're a very good team. They're very well balanced. A lot of young kids, juniors playing, and they're very. They have a lot of confidence playing now. We played them twice during the year. We lost to them last week, but we played them during the year too. Always close game. We're right with them in the first half. Second half though, turnover here, turnover there, and that was a difference. So we're a very young team, but give Hazel a lot of credit. They come to play.
So another run's going to work the clock. Okay, Coach Russell, you played at Pittston area. You coach in Honesdale. Is there a rivalry between the Lackawanna Football Conference and the Wyoming Valley Conference? You played in one, coaching the other. Tonight the LFC is going to win.
I wasn't aware of it when I first started, but now kind of jumping sides, you definitely could tell that the Lackawanna Conference they want to win. At the end of the day, they want to be the top conference.
Absolutely.
So again, it's good football in District 2, and and you're seeing two of the best right now.
I would say with Wilkes-Barre, we play Scranton. It's a very good rivalry because they all go at each other. Believe me, the games are very well spirited and usually high scoring, and a lot of guys making plays. And I say, yeah, there are some rivalries.
Are the rivalries more in the bigger schools? I mean, there's a lot of smaller schools up in the Lackawanna Football Conference. I mean, you don't see a lot of crossover on the smaller schools anyway.
There's not many in there's single A. There's none, I think, down in the Wyoming Valley Conference. So that's what I'm saying. So you really don't have a big. No,
Forge will play Holy Redeemer and Hanover in some of those teams, Northwest in the past.
First
They're going to throw in the ball.
Oh my God. I lost that bet too.
Yeah, it's a good job there. Vertical, he had him.
It
was a 4th down play, and
yeah, I was going to say, going back to your point,
sorry.
I thought playing in the Wyoming Valley Conference, I think there's a little bit more rivalry amongst those teams than the Lackawanna teams. I think the Wyoming Valley Conference is a little closer together. Lackawanna's a little spread apart.
Right.
Trying to get Blaine in the corner of the end zone. So 4th and 16 now coming up for North Pocono. So
I'd be surprised I'm surprised they're not going to kick it. Jordan Carr's a pretty good kicker.
That's right.
He had 2 long ones on me last week, so
like a 45-yarder.
I would have thought, give it a chance.
And the one thing here, the flag is just steady. Nothing.
Right.
There's no wind here, which is unusual.
He's a good kicker.
There's no wind. It's very unusual here.
So Soma's going to actually go a little screen to Isley.
Well defense.
Yeah,
nice
Dallas
job.
covers it, so they'll get the ball back. 6:31 in the game. They trail by 21.
I got their first stop in a while.
Yes, yeah.
They played it well.
So North Pocono turns it over on downs. Let's see what Wydra and company can do. He's thrown 2 interceptions tonight. Very rare for him this season. He's coming in, you mentioned in the beginning, Coach Cinti, he's a first-year starter.
First-year starter, but he's playing well above, that being a first-year starter. He really has. So he's a very poised kid, but a senior. He did a lot of stuff in the offseason, Coach was saying, and he put on like about 25 pounds of muscle, and, this is having a great year.
Okay, Wydra under some pressure, a little bit behind Pachevsky, so things not fluid as it has been. But, Dallas may not come out with a win tonight on the field, but before the game, they did get a victory, Brendan, and what was that for?
It's a sportsmanship award presented by the officials in the Wyoming Valley Conference. They choose a different team every year to be their sportsmanship award recipient, and Coach Manello and his Dallas Mountaineers were this year's recipients. Athletic Director Mike Richards and Coach Manello were presented with a banner presented by our great title sponsor of Allied Services, and they had an outstanding season. They might fall short tonight, but I will say this: they did let their play on the field do all the talking for them. And I think that's something Coach Manello's got to be happy about. We've heard 0 trash talk from them all season long, and it's continued. Very good team, great sportsmanship team, and congratulations to Coach Manello and his Mountaineers on an outstanding season and a great award.
Absolutely, and nice of the Wyoming Valley officials to do that.
I
and
did
give
hear
it to Dallas.
Yeah, Bob, I heard that we were second. Wilkes-Barre was second. We close second. So just so you know, we just eked it out there. So.
Well, offsetting penalties.
Oh.
So 2nd down will be replayed for Dallas.
Wydra did a nice job there, waiting, being patient until he opened up. Armando opened up, and he threw it in there. So that was a really nice play by him. But a nice throw. And while we have a second here, I like to say, if you ever get the chance to go up at this Dallas campus, it really is a campus. I mean, you have all the fields here, the schools right here. It's like a small college atmosphere. So I give the school board and the district here a lot of credit. Like Mike Richards is one heck of a nice AD too. He does a great job with all the programs.
Phenomenal facilities.
Yes, it is phenomenal.
Well, you have a brand new high school, so I wouldn't downplay it too much.
I mean,
brand new, top notch. I mean, you're getting the kinks out, we'll say, down at Wilkes-Barre, but it's still a nice high school. You're expected to get a new field. Yep. Hopefully next year you cross your fingers with the year after. So. You get the players out, at least you have facilities.
Well, that would be nice if we had a facility. It'd be really nice. This year we played 8 Saturday games, kind of like we played all over the place. So I give our kids a lot of credit for, like, you know, adjusting to all that stuff. So again, it's in the works of a stadium there, nice facility, an 8-lane track. So and that's the right way to do it. A nice campus like up here, because it is a beautiful campus.
A little bit of road warriors. You know. I played seven games on the road, and it seems like you did all of them. So
we've been playing, and we played 11 on the road this year.
Well, you can't beat the view up at Honesdale in the fall, and we saw that. Here's the pass from Wydra. Little flat, good catch by Armando. We didn't call his name a lot, so Pocono did a good job taking him out of the game. Armando came in with 35 catches and 5 touchdowns on the year. In the first half, he did have an opportunity. He beat West on a deep pattern. It went off his fingertips. Wydra again up and over Pacheski. Can't make the one-handed grab, but Smith there on the coverage.
Again, great coverage downfield, like Coach was saying. They're not going to let everyone get deep on them, so you know it's kind of futile. You're better off going underneath patterns and trying to get yards that way. You know, the yak, yards after the catch.
it's also hard. You know, they haven't been in this position a whole lot this season. Right. So when you're not in this position a whole lot, you don't get a lot of practice with it. So, you know, your options are limited.
They're limited, correct.
Well, White's just going to have to ice his elbow down tonight because I stopped keeping track, but he's got to at least throw 35 passes.
And that's not
what
Dallas.
You usually do. Blitz by LaFave, and they're there. The Trojans with the first sack of the night.
Well, he timed that perfectly.
Yeah, again, you know, you're trying to move the ball quickly. Your cadence is really going to be the same. And, you know, you saw 44, LaFave, you know, he's a good player. He timed it up perfectly. That disrupted the entire play.
Keating will get the sack, his second of the season. He's a junior. He tries to get the crowd going. 3rd and 17, 5:17 left in this one. High-scoring game here in the back mountain.
They just jumped off sides.
Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Yeah, Farrell in there.
Yeah, never a great situation to be in. 3rd and, you know, there's.
Third
Coach, do you have any 3rd and 22 plays?
Yeah, we have a couple. Yeah. It's called throw the ball down and maybe it'll act like a punt. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Screen or draw.
Well,
right.
That's right. Screen or draw. Right.
Don't overlook the Mountaineers next year. I mean, Wydra goes, but Zapatiki, that's a name very synonymous back here. He's a freshman quarterback. Yep. Out to Pacheski, he's a sophomore.
Yep, little step screen, did a nice job. They have look at the line. The whole line is back. So you know, I know they have another young man that was injured preseason, and Schultz. He'll be back next year too, and he was a starter last year. So he'll be back. So they'll be all back, their whole line. So they have a lot to work with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach Manella has done a good job, you know, continuing that culture of Dallas, having those, you know, big, strong teams, and they work well at the weight room.
They love the weight room.
Yep, yes, they do.
But that goes back to his Kings days. Yep. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
Here goes the blitz by LaFave again. They get it out.
There's that crossing pattern.
Yep, to Armando. Couple big catches here. He'll roll forward for Keystone College first down. Stop the clock momentarily up to the 47.
Tell you what, the North Pocono band has not stopped
playing,
and that, you know, I very much appreciate that because that's a huge part of high school football.
It is, absolutely.
You know, they haven't stopped. You know, their student section, they do a good job over there.
Yes, they do. They've been going, like you said, the whole time, the whole game they've been playing.
They haven't stopped, and now they're starting to get into their territory, make it a little harder.
So Valley View has become a final. They win 21-0. They will host the 4A final next week. Another blitz, and the big, strong quarterback gets out of it.
Nice play.
Yeah, that was a great job.
I think a good job by the ref not blowing the whistle too quick.
Right. Let him play. Exactly right.
Again, we just talked about the weight room, and you talked about the quarterback and all the work he's done. I mean, that's
25 pounds of muscle. There you go. That's what it is. You tell the kids this, our players, and they, you know, proof is in the pudding there, and that's true. The work is paid off for that young man.
Yeah, Carney had the hand on him, but couldn't make the tackle. Second down, clock stops on the incompletion.
They got the sneak screen out here. Did a nice job.
Just some muscle again. He powers up. Molesta stop the clock again. Another Keystone College first down.
Doing a nice job. He sneaks the fullback out underneath, and the linemen get downfield nicely. Make the blocks. He makes a heck of a run to get the first down.
Isley makes the tackle. Play comes in quickly. Clock rolling.
Like we said, tempo isn't, Coach Manello's thing. You kind of can tell right here.
Four-man rush, little stunt, and look out.
That is...
Armando is hit by Smith. Armando couldn't see it coming. I saw it coming.
Are they going to call that a targeting, I guess? I would assume.
Well,
but I know he didn't leave with his head.
Blindside blocks.
Senior Dan
tackles.
Smith, that's... What are you supposed to do if you're Smith? Is hold up?
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's something they want to take out of the game, but it's hard to
because
not
it's a
play
bang
full
bang
speed.
play. It's bang bang. You can see it right there. I mean,
now what if he caught it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, what if he caught the ball? That's what I'm getting at. That's. I won't give my judgment on it. That's a tough one to call, right? But he catches the ball. What do? You tackle him.
It's part of the game now. They want to get rid of it, but at the same time, I don't know how you stop them.
Let's see this again.
Yes. What do you guys take from that?
He doesn't lead with his head.
Shoulders down, yeah.
He didn't lead with his head, so again, like you said, bang bang call.
Can't fault the ref. I mean, that's what
that's there's
well,
no
the
way.
good news is Armando got
He's
up.
back, right? That's the main thing. He's okay.
Yeah.
And he's a good kid, and you don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Nope, not at all. He's a senior too. Four-man rush. They get in quickly. Wydra looking for room. Goes out of bounds inside the Allied Services red zone. And close to a Keystone College first down. It's about a yard short. One thing, Dallas is going to take it all the way to the zeros. They will not stop playing, will they?
Absolutely not. We just said that from the get-go, the whole game. We've been saying that they're going to play their hearts out.
Congratulations to the Lackawanna Trail Lions. They are the District 2 2A champs. They break a 7-year string by Dunmore. So with 7 straight from Dunmore. Trail up in AA. They win by 4. Nice little comeback.
Coach Jervis does a good job up there.
Yep.
Yes.
Keystone College first down for Dallas near the 12. And yes, Steve Jervis, great job. So they'll move on into the PIAA state playoffs. Another flag. So seen a lot of yellow on the
There's
turf.
going to be some
kind of personal foul, if I had to guess.
Or I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike here. I don't know if he threw the ball or what. I don't know. But again, in the scheme of things, I mean, let them play.
Conduct, number 3.
That's sportsmanlike conduct on that. He threw the ball, I guess, to the official. I don't. Maybe trying to. I don't know.
Tough one.
Not with 2:54 in the fourth quarter, and they're driving.
Here is the play. I don't know if we'll take it to the end. So, great talented sophomore, makes a big hit. He just just flipped it.
There he is. Just flipped the ball.
A little frustration.
It is what it is.
So that puts Dallas all the way back to the 29 in characteristic play. Again, but these are teenagers. Let's remember, right? They're not college
They're
kids.
emotional.
Yeah, right. They said that Dallas has not been in this position. So, I mean,
But Lesta just ridden down quickly. Tim Rinker, the 250-pound senior, pulls him down.
Yeah, like we said, I think the physicality that Coach Manello had talked about, North Pocono is really showing it. They're getting off the ball.
Well, you know what Dallas will be doing next week?
Oh, we know.
They'll be in the weight room.
Absolutely.
For the kids that don't play other sports.
That's how it should be.
And they have to look at this film to see they lost the physicality, and that's what Coach Manello talks about.
I'm sure that'll be up on their billboard.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Good job. There's big 33 again on defense. Liam Burke. Look at the play again. Yep, gets his hands up. Good job. That's what you teach, right, on defense?
That's right.
Get your hands up.
You can't get to the quarterback. You put the hands up, make it difficult for him to throw over.
Third down, and not much scoring now here in Lakeland and Wyoming area. It's still 32-28 Lakeland in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And that's that Wyoming area, right?
Yep. Lakeland kind of proving some people wrong.
It's nice.
Oh, nice
Good
little
job.
comeback by Pachevsky.
Nice comeback there.
Yeah.
Real nice play, like marker plays.
To the 5, Keystone College first down, first and goal, Mountaineers.
Big third down conversion to get that goal line.
Good call, but good adjustment because they weren't going to let him get deep. So they just check up on that and play and come back to it. Play.
Only a soft, like a.
Yes, he does.
So we're going to get off.
Yeah,
Armando well
hold
covered.
there. I said there's a little bit of hold there on the the slot. A little whip route, he came back. Looked like he grabbed him.
Those fourth quarters really slowed down here late with all the flags. Pass interference. So half the distance to the goal. First and goal for Dallas. Scranton Prep beats Mid-Valley 42-0.
It's a good season by Mid-Valley. You know,
They did. They played well.
Coach did a good job, and you know, they're going to be a good team from the next couple of years.
They'll keep it on the ground. North Pocono's right there. Nowhere to go. Loss on the play. Good stop on the inside by Alex Brinkman, the 220-pound senior. Picks up his 8th tackle for a loss on the year.
I know we were talking about the Lackawanna League a little earlier. It sounds like there's quite a bit of them finding their way in district title games, if not winning district titles.
Yeah, if North Pocono takes on Valley View, that's an all Lackawanna League. And to the back, Farrell almost got a hand on it, so we'll bring up third down. Third and goal. Mountaineers gonna keep pushing the gas pedal, even though they trail by 21.
Got him.
Good route.
Touchdown.
U.S.
Nice
Army
play.
touchdown
Nice catch.
for Dallas.
Joe Peters, another junior. So
Yeah, another young player.
Again, that was a good job by Dallas, showing no quit.
Yep.
You know, they had quite a bit of third down conversions. They put themselves in a hole there, and they put one in.
Had a great play. Good, and again, a nice pitch and catch there.
Chobiak in for the PAT. High snap. Taken down. Nice job by Wide. 41-26. I was looking at the monitor. My bad. Okay, we will turn around with our crew who's doing a fantastic job tonight. After 2 weeks ago, we had to dry off. The Mayor's Cup is back. 25th meeting between Wilkes and Kings. Of course, last year they didn't meet. So over the last 10 meetings, it's 5-5. So anything can happen in this rivalry game. We'll have it tomorrow right here on my TV starting at noon. So set your TV up. You got 2 TVs going tomorrow. You got Penn State and you got the Mayor's Cup. That's what you got to watch. Of course, you have to have sound for me. No sound for the ABC feed. Sorry, guys. So our crew doing a fantastic job tonight. Weathering the cold. No rain. Kevin Burke doing replay tonight. The 2 Tylers at graphics. John Clearman back on audio. Bill Murphy directing. Our truck doing a fantastic job. Steve Phillips, our North Pocono grad, cheering on his team from the truck. No press. Benzie, the junior, that's what he does, takes a knee, and North Pocono just has to run this clock out.
Best formation in football.
That's right, the victory formation.
They will return to the District 2 4A championship game for the first time since they won it in 2016. And really, the tone was set early, right?
Right off the bat, you're right. Absolutely, right from the get-go, first offensive play.
Dallas really had no answer.
Nope.
You know, no answer at all for what North Pocono came with their game plan.
And they stayed with it the whole time. Give them all credit. I like to see the final stats on yards and stuff. And again, it's both teams deserve a lot of credit. It's a long season, and these kids are giving it their all from being in the heat to now in the cold weather. And I give both of these teams in the programs a lot of credit.
So the clock will roll out. We'll give you a quick update. I just opened up the computer. 34-32. Wyoming area just scored late in the fourth quarter.
Wow, that seems like a great game down there.
That was a great game. We expected a great game here, but really North Pocono took it to Dallas with 14 unanswered in that first quarter, and Dallas could never catch up.
Oh, they never did, and I said they kept punching, and again, like I said before, they got to give both teams a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Coaches had them prepared. They both played hard. A play here, play there could have been a little different, and it is what it is. But give North Pocono, they played a heck of a game today. Great Coach Dolan and his staff and his kids.
Final score 41-26. I can't thank you guys enough. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I know it's a
of
little
fun.
bit
Thank
different
you.
seeing it from up here,
I
right?
to say thank you. It
Yeah,
was a very
yeah.
enjoyable
No, it's fun.
coach. I wish you the best
Yeah, you too,
next year,
Coach.
and then we'll go from there. But Bob, thank you. This was a pleasure to do.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
definitely.
anytime you're
Well,
welcome back.
I wish I was playing
wish you were
right
playing.
now.
I
I
wish
know,
you were
I know
playing.
you were. I know.
If I wasn't,
I know.
this was a pretty cool experience.
Coach Dolan asked me to do some games, and I'm like, dude, you're going to be playing in November. Right? Oh, what are you talking about? But we still have our players in the game. Pretty easy. Will Soma will be one, and Isley, the other, scored a couple touchdowns. But really, Soma, we talked about pregame.
Right.
You were impressed with him last week. Again, he's
Yeah,
upping his game every week.
Yeah, like I said, he looked even better this week, and they asked him to do more things. He was running the ball like he was the running back. Didn't really need to throw the ball that much. He made plays when it mattered most, and that's what you want from your best player in the playoffs.
Best player is your quarterback there in this team, and he did what Coach asked him to do. He did a great job keeping his team together, and again making all those nice runs. And I give the kid a lot of credit. So next week should be a great game.
Yeah, up at Valley View, North Pocono and Valley View. Usually one of those games they meet during the regular season. Not this year, and of course not last year either. So it'll be a great job. Trojans, Cougars going head to head.
Should be a good one.
Yeah.
Coach Wants will have them ready. Coach Dolan will have them ready. I know. I've played both teams, and they'll be ready to go.
The team headed over to the band for the alma mater. We'll try to get Coach Dolan and our players.
And again, like Coach said, give this band a lot of credit. I mean, they played
Yeah.
the whole game, and they're still playing the alma mater. So,
Right.
hey, that's what school spirit is all
Yeah,
about.
that's what high school football is, right?
Yep.
That's
Amen.
what high school football is.
You're right.
So we'll take a little listen again. The band played all night long for North Pocono, and congratulations to them. Let's go about Dallas, though. Again, Young, be back in the weight room next year. Mountaineers will be back in the playoffs,
Oh,
guaranteed.
Absolutely. That's the MO for them. And again, they're not going to go away from what's been successful. So they'll continue to do it. And again, like they have a lot of kids back, so it'll be
Certainly a young team. A young team coached well. That the culture that has been created. That there's no doubt that this is where they want to be every year.
They want to be every year. I agree totally. And again, they have great fan support too. So
did you play Valley View this year?
I did.
You did. So you got Valley View. Let's break it down real quick Valley View, North Pocono. I mean, there's no quarterback now, but they can run the ball. They have a big offensive line. I mean, that's going to be a physical game as well.
Yeah, if there's one thing, I know you've called some Valley View games, and they are big, they are physical, they are deep. They're deep at a lot of positions that a lot of high school teams aren't. Unfortunate what happened at the quarterback position, but like I said, they're two really good,
but they didn't miss a step,
well-coached
though.
teams.
Yeah.
No, other than maybe they don't throw the ball as much anymore, but they don't really have to. So
they play a good defense.
Again, it should be a pretty good game.
There was another shutout tonight against Berwick, and you know everyone expected Valley View, kind of the favorite coming in, to win 4A. So still efforting our players of the game, and if Coach Dolan doesn't do it, we're going. Big guy, sorry. We love you.
It's time to go and you can't stay here, as they say.
Yeah. 35-32 fourth quarter in the Wyoming area game. And Lakeland has it deep in their side. Down by 3. I don't know how much time's left, but I know it is late in the fourth. Will Soma, Isley, and Coach Dolan making their way over now to Brendan, who's got some great questions lined up. They will take on Valley View next week, Brendan. So first, before we talk about next week, Brendan, how about we figure out how they did it tonight, opening the door right early on with that trick play, Brendan?
Yeah, that flea flicker to start the game. William, take me through the play call. It's like you're going back to backyard football. It's a lot of fun, right?
We practiced that. We threw it in Thursday. We knew it was going to work. We knew we can get him with it, and we executed it well, and it all worked out.
You ran the ball outstanding. Talk me through the game plan going through. You get the flea flicker, you get on the board. You scored your first 4 possessions. Take me through your game plan going in, how you're able to score points off this tough defense.
We've been going since June 8th, every single day, and no one thought we had a shot. And we took that mentality, and it drove us through a whole season. And when I'm running the ball, and when we're blocking, and we're doing everything, that's what drives us.
I love it. I really do. We got Corey Isley here now on defense. You guys played an unbelievable game defensively. Talk me through. You guys got 2 big stops to start the game on this Dallas team. Talk me through the game plan on those first 2 drives and how you're able to limit the points.
I mean, obviously we knew they passed a lot, so we knew we had to stop that and we had to stop the run. And just once we get the momentum going, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, you guys played outstanding. You lose a big part of your defense, but you guys stepped up. You really did. You guys are gonna have Valley View next week at Valley View. Might still be underdogs, but as the way it seems, you guys got a lot to prove. So good luck next week. We'll see if we can grab Coach Dolan here real quick. Congratulations, guys, on the win. Good luck next week. Let's grab Coach Dolan over here real quick. What a game for your team. We talked at halftime about that flea flicker, so we're not going to talk about that right now because it seemed like William loved it. But second half, you guys came out shooting. Talk me through what you guys did in the second half to keep your foot on the gas.
I think our kids did a great job executing our game plan. You know, we thought we could run the football. We wanted to run the football. We had other things ready, but running the football really, was working for us tonight against a well-coached and a wonderful program, a great head football coach and great kids. So we're astounded to win this game tonight. But we were running the football, and we thought we should stay with running the football and then rely on our great defense. Our defense has been phenomenal all year. So run the ball and play defense has sort of been our motto.
Yeah, and you're going to have a tough offense to go up against next week with Valley View. Talk to me about what you could take away from this win going into the district championship next week.
Well, first we want to enjoy this, right? I've been learning from a lot of good people around me. I got to enjoy the wins first. So we're going to enjoy this win. It's Friday night. We're going to enjoy a great win back on the bus and enjoy a great win in North Pocono community. And then we got a lot of work to do. They haven't been one of the better teams in the area, really one of the better teams in our area for 50 years, over 50 years for no reason. So they got great kids. They're supremely coached, right? Just like a Dallas team. We know all those coaches. They're great guys. George, Scotty, Jeff, they're great guys. We're going to have our hands full. They're a great football team. But we're in it, and we're going to practice, and we're trying to get in it to win it.
You guys got that underdog mentality, and I love it.
Yeah.
Good luck next week. Congratulations on the win today.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you guys in the district
listen,
championship.
thank you for having us. Thank you for showing the North Pocono people and the band and the cheerleaders. We love who we are, and we're really happy for our kids.
Well, we really appreciate the hospitality.
Yeah.
You guys do an awesome job every year, so congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Yeah, thank
Bob,
you so much.
Let's go back to you.
Thank you, Brendan. Good job down there getting the players. Yes, a lot of happy fans in North Pocono. Coach Rusick, Coach Cindy, thank you for coming in, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We love having you, and you're welcome back anytime. Great game, a little more high scoring than we thought, but that's what it is. Football is all about, and we love high school football here on Friday Night Rivals. Next week, we'll have a district final for you What that will be, we'll let you know coming up on Monday. A lot going on. Of course, North Pocono going to take on Valley View, and Scranton Prep will host either Lakeland or Wyoming area, as Wyoming area still leads by 3 late in the fourth quarter, and the time is winding down. So for the entire Fox 56 Sports crew, for Brendan, for Coach Russick, Coach Cinti, this is Bob Ide saying so long for the Back Mountain. Congratulations, Trojans. You are in the District 2 4A championship.
You're watching Allied Services Friday Night Rivals, presented by Dixon City Hyundai and Performance Kia.